and where he will potentially still go here with these Jaguars. Our buddy Tony Baselli, the EVP, popped in with Jaguars yesterday. I don't want to say double down. Every time Tony has been asked publicly, he's been pretty clear his thoughts on the quarterback and the organization's thoughts on the quarterback. And that is that Trevor Lawrence is going to win a Super Bowl here in Jacksonville. So some different elements to approach that from as we talk Jags. But let's circle back to the NBA. And first, inside the business, I'd like to welcome E.T. this morning, a new convert to the Church of NBA.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I try and tell y'all, man, it's a stars league, by the way, isn't it? That's one thing about the NBA. And the stars were on display last night. It was Jalen Brunson doing star things in a non-star body. And the Knicks taking a commanding 3-1 lead. The biggest star in that game is Jason Tatum, and he gone.
He gone.
Man, he gone. That's what he is. That looks like the Achilles to me, and so the Celtics are done. The defense will last only one regular season. Last year's NBA champs are going to be dispatched by the Knicks, and man, what an opportunity for New York. The Knicks haven't won a basketball title in over 50 years. The Madison Square Garden is the mecca of basketball in this country. It's the biggest underachieving in all of American sports is what the Knicks have done in New York. To play in that basketball-rich, hoop-crazed city that is known for basketball, to not have been able to put the elements together at some point to win a title. Need I remind you, a list of teams that have won NBA crowns since the Knicks last did in 1973. It's long, and it's not full of Celtics and Lakers only. Milwaukee's and Denver's and multiple San Antonios and Dallas and Miami. I mean, Golden State and down the line, man. And here's the city of New York, and again, the mecca for basketball is Madison Square Garden. Wouldn't you say that, E? Maybe it's...
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, just like overall, not just for the professional team that plays there and the limited success they've had, but for all of the... It's just... Madison Square Garden is the most famous sports arena in our country, isn't it? Just
MSG.
Just overall, because they've had title fights and you name it, concerts.
Celebrities.
Right. So point back being Brunson, it was just I making him stand up and recognize, I guess, now at this point. That dude last year, Team USA put together a squad of what they thought were the 12 best basketball players. They left Jalen Brunson at home. Yeah, that's a big mistake. 1 trillion % is a top 12 player in the NBA. Nonetheless, he's the top player in this series, even with the now dispatched Jason Tatum, even with Jaylen Brown, even with the other stars, Karl Anthony Towns on his own squad. Jalen Brunson did it again last night. Out west, as we've been telling you, the other star was Anthony Edwards. Dude's terrific. Minnesota's about to wallop Golden State on out of this thing. They're up 3-1. It'll be back-to-back Western Conference Finals. And man, what a matchup of young stars that's going to be, man. It's going to be Shai Gilgeous against Anthony Edwards for, probably. Maybe Denver's got a little fight left in them. That series resumes tonight. So stars were out last night. It's a stars league. You've got to get stars to be, first, competitive, and maybe more important, relevant. And getting the stars doesn't always work. There was a number 1 pick who came out just a few years ago. He also came out of Duke, and he was going to be the kind of prospect that turned a team around. He had charisma, he had flair, he had unbelievable ability, super talented, could score, could rebound, could run the floor. His name was Zion Williamson. Y'all remember him? That's just a 3 years ago. The turnaround for the Pelicans did not happen. So it's no guarantee. But with the draft lottery last night, teams' fates hung on the fortune of where those ping pong balls were going to bounce. And cue conspiracy theories. Cue them up. I'm not going to knock them back. Nah, I'm going to open the lane for you. I've been preaching these NBA conspiracy theories. You will, however, get the balance of reality that I will also give you. But in a nutshell, here's what happened. Here's the short version. Dallas Mavericks have one of the best players in the league, Luka Doncic. Inexplicably, they trade him to the Lakers. Oh, that's great. Let's give the Lakers a star. Their GM is branded the biggest maroon of all time, and the Mavs have traded away all future success by dealing the 25-year-old Doncic, inarguably one of the top 3 or 5 players in the league, and moving forward, probably the number 1 player in basketball. How do you do a move like that? So there's that. Then the Mavs go on to barely miss the playoffs. They were trying to make the playoffs down the stretch. They were among that group trying to get the last play-in spots in the West. Nonetheless, they or maybe they even were in the play-in and lost. I don't recall. But because of the way their season ended, oh, by the way, Kyrie Irving proceeds to tear his Achilles. So it just has been a tidal wave of misery for Mavs fan and for the organization, thanks to Nico Harrison, their GM, top maroon in class. The Mavs, by missing the playoffs, have a scant 1.8% chance of winning the draft lottery. And this year, the draft lottery has one of those guys who's supposed to be one of those guys. Future, all-star right out of the gate, all the tools, 5, and he is. Cooper Flagg. Big-time prospect. You on the Cooper Flagg train?
Yes, sir.
You feel pretty good? I mean, that he's going to be a good player in the NBA?
He going to be him.
So here are the Mavs, who deserve to go to purgatory for years for the stupidity of their general manager, for the stupidity of the trade, of trading Luka Doncic, controllable in his prime. There is no rationale for doing that deal. There never will be. But with a 1.8% chance, guess which ping pong ball flipped out at number 1 last night? The Dallas Mavericks. This joker, Nico Harrison, and the Mavs get a get-out-of-jail-free card. And they'll add Cooper Flagg to Anthony Davis and suddenly be better than they were before the trade. Makes no sense in any compensation conversation to trade Luka Doncic straight up for Anthony Davis, but Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis and Cooper Flagg? Oh, that's a whole different conversation. That doesn't minimize the stupidity of the deal. And it is just flat out stupid. And every time Nico Harrison and the Mavs try and rationalize it, they sound that much more unaccountable and dumb for it. But man, you want to talk about like an auto reset. Defrag that disc. I mean, it doesn't seem fair to the rest of us. And let's personalize it a little bit more. Let me tell you what it means in my world. Conspiracy theory, you say. The Mavs with a 1.8% chance to get the number 1 pick. They got it. It must be a conspiracy. Keep that in mind. The number 1 pick is going to be Cooper Flagg. Makes it seem even more as such. 2 years ago, the San Antonio Spurs wasn't a conspiracy, but man, they've had some good luck with that number 1 pick along the way. And they had a generational star waiting to be selected. Victor Wembanyama. 2 years ago, number 1, Victor Wembanyama. This year, it's going to be Cooper Flagg. 2 names that we're going to be talking about for a lot of years. In between, here's an arrow into your conspiracy theory. Last year, the stupid, lowly, nobody cares about Atlanta Hawks had a 1.8% chance. The same as the Mavs. And they got the number 1 pick. And no one's cried conspiracy for a couple of reasons. One, because it's the Hawks. Why would the NBA do anything to make them better? But 2, and more importantly, sandwiched between Victor Wembanyama, the number 1 overall pick, and Cooper Flagg, the number 1 overall pick, is the guy the Hawks took. And right now, 86.4% of you driving cannot tell me his name. That's curse of the Atlanta sports fan. In between names that we'll be talking about on dream teams in the next 12 years, Cooper Flagg and Victor Wembanyama, the Hawks took a guy number 1 overall at the same long odds. That it's up now. 87.4 of you don't even know the guy's name. Hawks basketball. It's fantastic. All right, we got a lot more to get into and around today. Thanks for being up and at 'em with us on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Inside the business, the convert to the Church of NBA is today's day sponsor, one Keith Catlin. I've been talking to him, ET, going through, and then finally he tuned in. He said he watched a game the other day with his wife. I don't remember which one of the games it was. It wasn't a great game. It was one of those games that the Celtics blew the 20-point lead, so the shooting wasn't exactly professional looking during those Knicks comebacks. And then they wrote it out, and they returned last night, and now they're all in after watching that Knicks games last night was a good one. Man, those Celtics are some choking dogs, boy. Hey, Boston, by the way, I'm not going to forget you had a 14-point lead in the third quarter, and you lost your superstar, and you'd already lost the game. So I see you choking like you just you took a handful of clover and you're just shoving it into your mouth until your throat is just completely compacted. What a bunch of choking dogs the Boston Celtics are. Wow. You're listening to The Drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Let's take you down to Jagland on the propaganda tour when we return.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. When you listen to radio play-by-play, you don't just hear the game, you feel it.
They feel good. That feel good.
Get the most play-by-play on 1010XL, Jacksonville's play-by-play sports radio.
When you're experiencing sudden, unexpected dental pain, the last thing you want to hear is that your dentist can't see you until next week. That's why I'm so glad I found Harbor Dental Care. Whenever I call, they always find a way to see me within 24 hours, and they can usually fix whatever's wrong the same day. Plus, they have locations throughout Jacksonville, so no matter what side of town I'm on, I can always count on the same great care. If you want to find a dentist who believes in treating people right, learn more at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Spring is in the air. Time to wake up your lawn with Heroes Lawn Care. Say goodbye to pesky mosquitoes with their organic and spray treatments. Perfect for outdoor fun. Keep your lawn clean and fresh with their pet waste removal for homes and businesses. Heroes Lawn Care takes care of it all. From mowing, edging, fertilizer, to irrigation, and much more. Visit heroeslawncare.com.
Okay, here we go with our final lightning round on Potty Talk. Top 3 answers on the board. Ready? Okay. The best way to save money when your faucets or pipes are leaking.
Roland Reese Plumbing?
Something to help you avoid clogged sewers and drains.
Roland Reese Plumbing.
The technical term for that ba-whoosh sound when a toilet flushes correctly.
Roland Reese Plumbing.
Roland Reese Plumbing is always the right answer. Roland Reese Plumbing, 260-7059.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. Before you invite family and friends over for summer fun, treat yourself and your home to new windows and doors from Renewal by Anderson. Renewal by Anderson has a great deal to get you started. We're excited to offer our Window of Opportunity Savings Event. Buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. License number CGC 1527613.
Get this thing unwrapped here. Duval! Prize, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval? That's right, man. I really identify with Duval. You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead. I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up. The boss. Because, of course, oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me. That's just not true. What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss." Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you. Go find yours. They may even make you a boss. I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash. Where more is better. And you got that right.
I'm Stacy, and I want to tell you about my fogged up window fiasco at my house. I called up Mac at Baker Glass, and he told me all I needed was a glass replacement. The process was so easy. All within a few days, they came out, measured, called me with an estimate, cut my glass, and came out to install the new ones. Now my view outside is fog-free thanks to Mac and his crew at Baker Glass. And my neighbors think I got some fancy new windows.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
What's the weekend in sports look like? I'm 1010XL's Dan Hicken, and I'll give you my takes and weekend updates on YouTube and Facebook. Musings with the media mogul. That's right, motivated by Tucker Equipment Rentals in Neptune Beach.
The Golf Club of Southampton has plenty going on, from a great round to a round with your buds, soaking up some football and great grub. Every Saturday and Sunday at Southampton, enjoy their game day special. Wings tossed in your favorite sauce and a cold pitcher of beer. Membership opportunities to take advantage of, too. Join Southampton with a paid initiation, and you'll get a $500 gift card. Perfect for golf, pro shop purchases, or the clubhouse. Check it out. It's all happening at the Golf Club of Southampton.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about not being afraid of the crosses of life. Life can be difficult. Maybe today you're carrying a cross of worry or stress. Let me encourage you to remember that when Christ got on the big cross at Golgotha, he destroyed all the little crosses that we face in our life. He set us free from fear, worry, and anxiety. Our job is not to be carried by the cross, but to be carried by our faith.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
Are your kids ready to play this summer? Come check out The Y. Summer is a time for kids to explore new things and expand the limits of their imagination. At The Y Summer Camps, every day is a new adventure. Kids can learn about STEM, arts and humanities, athletic sports, outdoor games, and more. Registration is now open, but space is limited, and spots are filling up quickly. Learn more and find your adventure at fcymca.org. Search Summer Day Camp.
If you're heading to the Og or you're already part of the nation's oldest, don't forget to drop into Sunset Grill. For over 30 years, serving up great chowder, seafood, wings, and cold beer. Sunset Grill, somewhere on A1A, St. Augustine Beach.
Need cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash, and they're ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. And gold market prices are at a record high. Get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacks Beach.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Foundation of football. He's got a great foundation to life. He is he's passionate about doing the work, which is really what it takes. He's just an incredibly grounded guy. He's a great teammate. I always say he looks like Hollywood, but he's the most un-Hollywood guy you'll ever meet. He's just a very genuine, low-maintenance dude that just loves to do the work. And man, is he gifted. So, but he can't do it by himself.
Right.
And, and then they got another guy that, if they'll just give Travis Etienne the ball enough, he'll make something happen. I think they put some good pieces. Obviously, Travis Hunter, wow. That's going to be fun. What an amazing young talent he is coming in there. And sounds like, again, they're getting the offensive line where it needs to be.
That's Dabo Swinney. He's the Clemson head coach, and those comments are great 3 or 4 years ago. That sounds like what a coach would say about Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne to get you fired up. It is what Dabo said, and it did get us fired up. And you know what? Those two guys did produce. We had a playoff year, back-to-back winning seasons, and man, we just hit the skids now for 24 games in a row, and it feels like the whole thing has been a failure at times, and you wonder, about the psyche. I was more interested in Dabo Swinney, the psychologist. I mentioned before, no one at this point, there's still no one who's going to know better about Trevor Lawrence from a coaching standpoint than Swinney. He had him longer than he's been here 4 years. He's, on to coach number 4 when you count the interim. So when it comes to continuity and getting inside the head. So, about the topic of where Trevor's head is right now in the process. And, these guys aren't dumb. Trevor knows what was said about him, what the expectations were, and where they've been. Right? How do you manifest that? Towards production and positivity, and ultimately success moving forward. We'll wait on that answer, and meanwhile, ask Dabo Swinney if he has one.
Have you sensed frustration from him at all over the last 4 years?
Yeah, well, he wins. I mean, if you know anything about Trevor Lawrence, just go back and look at his career. He's always won, forever. This guy, would he lose one game in high school, maybe two, and then he comes to Clemson and wins 29 straight.
Right.
And going in back-to-back national championship games, 3 straight playoffs, 3 straight conference games. I mean, second in the Heisman. I mean, he's just always won. And so I definitely think there's been some challenges that he's had to deal with, and part of that's being in the NFL. I mean, like, how many undefeated teams have there been in the NFL? I mean, it's a different deal. But and then he's had some injuries. He was never a guy that really battled a lot of injuries, and he's had a couple of tough breaks. But he's as tough as they come, and again, incredibly smart, incredibly gifted, and he's got a long future ahead of him, and I'm excited to just watch it all play out.
Well, we certainly have some elements in place here, and we've talked a lot. Yesterday's poll question from Dan, it revolved around how much direct impact you expect from this rookie class, and during the course of our conversation, we kind of settled on 4 guys, didn't we? We settled obviously on Travis Hunter. We settled on Milam. Wyatt Milam, Ranshaw. We settled on Caleb Ranshaw, and then we stand on our guy Bayshul Rootin' the running back out of Virginia Tech. But don't forget about the other guys that are part of the rookie class. I'm going to continue the coaches tour here real quick. Let's get the tongue untied. Syracuse head coach is Fran Brown. He knows about LaQuint Allen. He's the 7th round pick, and don't sleep on him, according to his coach.
LaQuint is the toughest football player on our team. I wish I had 20 of him because we would have won the national championship. The fact that he's in Jacksonville and what they're trying to flip and trying to do, there'll be nobody there tougher than him. That kid is tough, he's competitive, and he loves to compete.
1,000-yard rushing, 500 receiving. That means he can do a lot out of the backfield.
He plays safety if you want him to. He's a competitive dude. So love to compete.
You're saying 7th rounder, he makes that roster?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love that. Not your question.
Yeah, he's on the team.
All right. Intangibly rich, anyone? I mean, every guy that we either hear from or those that know him talk about him. These are the kinds of things that they say. This 7th round running back, it would not bode well for Messrs. Bigsby and Etienne if he is on the roster. Straight up. They still got that, I can't even remember the daggum kid's name they drafted out of Texas. Didn't play a lick. Keelan Robinson, is that his name?
Yeah, Keelan Robinson.
He hadn't done anything. I mean, that was just, felt like kind of a wasted pick. No, all due respect. No offense, probably better said. So, yeah, I mean, these are how these guys are talking about this intangibly rich class. And while Allen, sure, could be fighting for some playing time and for some impact, Bayshul Tootin, it's going to be a lot more expected of. And Tootin is, rootin', tootin', and ready to go.
It can help the team in multiple ways. I'm a running back that just doesn't only run the ball. I can get back there on special teams, catch kicks. I can, split out and run routes out the backfield and catch and be productive that way as well. So I think my skill set works best for the team, and I'm just excited to go out there and show that, coming Sundays.
All right, Travis Hunter is certainly the gem of the class, and, he talks about using this time to develop the rapport and relationship with his receivers coach, Edgar Bennett.
When I came here, it was like we hit it off right away. He's been in Green Bay. He taught Devontae Adams. So, just seeing him coach a player like that is just, I know I can learn a lot from him.
All right. Hunter will be catching hopefully a lot of passes from Trevor Lawrence, who we've, heard a lot about in just this little segment. Never mind daily. Wyatt Milam is, let's just say, confident offensive lineman who comes from West Virginia. He played primarily tackle there, where we heard his coach say they played 5 first-round picks the last 2 years. He didn't give up a single sack to any of them. This guy's tough. He's confident, and he is just, say, maybe even a tad overprotective.
No, I feel like it. I mean it. When I say something, I mean it. Just going back, not to talk too much about college, but I felt like that's something I took pride in. I've always taken pride in, and especially if you're playing O-line, you don't want no one touching a quarterback. And I felt like that's the mindset here, especially. And that's one reason why I love playing here already. Is just the mindset that we have on this offensive line. We don't want no one touching Trevor. So.
he was asked about it, he said, nobody will touch Trevor Lawrence while I'm in Jacksonville. He said that coming off the draft, so he's kind of expanding on that. All right, on to Caleb Branshaw, who will be the expected impact maker on defense outside of Travis Hunter and the impact that he makes there. Branshaw brings the skill set, including, a blazing 40 time.
It's going good, just being able to run to the ball, just using my speed to an advantage, just running to the ball, going to attack the ball as well.
He's another guy. I heard his head coach talking about him. I mean, just about everyone that we've contacted about these guys are saying, I'm sure, what made the eyes light up and the ears perk up for, James Gladstone and that Jag staff down there. I mean, these kids are sharp, man. They're successful. They're motivated. They're type A workers, man. It just sure feels that way. Branshaw was asked about the scheme, or at least what he's learned to this point.
Honestly, wherever I'm needed, whatever helped the team the most, that's where I'm willing to go. But, I've been at safety. I've been playing a little bit of nickel, too. So just wherever I'm needed, I'm playing. So it don't matter.
And I think that's how the Jags are going to take it as well. They're going to figure out this is a very versatile draft class. We're learning that, too, right? I mean, look at just the guys that we've heard from this segment. I mean, the most versatile player perhaps in NFL draft history. We took number one. Travis Hunter can play both ways. And then you have guys from Branshaw can bounce all around that secondary. Milam has played all on that offensive line. Tootin can be a back, can be a third down back. It's just all throughout this roster, you see the holes that they're filling. And to be honest with you, it looks like pretty good putty as they fill some of these holes. We shall see. Football Fix and more when we return. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
PGA Championship tees off on Thursday at the Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte. You can bet the big guns versus the field. The big guns are the favorite at minus 125, but it's Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, Bryson DeChambeau, John Rahm, Xander Schauffele, or Justin Thomas. The field at minus 105 for the PGA Championship. Shane Baz on the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays today, plus 105 at Toronto, minus 125. It's Jose Barrios for the Blue Jays, 8 over at Rogers Center. Spencer Schwalbenbach on the mound for the Atlanta Braves, a $2.25 favorite over the Capitals. $250 bonus and you open up a G-Bank Visa signature card. Visa.com/GBank. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Oh, no.
You okay in there?
Toilet's backed up. It won't flush.
Okay, I'll call the pros.
The tank isn't filling. The handle does nothing. Run for your life.
Don't be so dramatic. Duck Duck Rooter will fix it.
For any plumbing issue, call Duck Duck Rooter, your local plumbing professionals, and proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. DuckDuckRooter.com.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
Hacker here, and let's talk sincerity. There's a big difference between someone tossing you a casual, hey, how you doing, and genuinely asking, no, really, how are you doing? At Awaken 180, I felt that sincerity every single week while dropping 122 pounds, and I still feel it every month in free maintenance for life. Sure, seeing that number plunge on the scale was incredible, but what truly pushed me across the goal line? My amazing Awaken 180 coaches. They coached me up like I was prepping for draft day, always in my corner, sincerely invested in my success, and check this out. I'm going on a cruise in a couple of weeks, complete with formal night. Now, normally, cameras and I have a strained relationship. I hated taking pictures, but thanks to Awaken 180, the camera and I have made peace. No more ducking photos. Want results you can actually keep? Do what we all did and call 844-346-1800 or book online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Come in, Linda. Over.
We've got a sea of new vehicles and they're priced so low they're rocking the boat. Come check out our biggest selection of inventory with prices that don't break the bank and our wow ya experience that will ensure smooth sailing for your next car purchase. Plus, take advantage of our peace of mind warranties, transparent pricing to provide you with a peace of mind. You better beat the surge and head to the all-new Beaver Toyota or Chevrolet for the car buying experience you deserve.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save 15% on roof replacements and repairs now through May 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
AA Automotive helps keep your vehicle in dependable and safe condition. Call Sam, Harry, or Joe, and they'll check your brakes, tires, fluids, electric, and motor, so your ride runs smooth on the road. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Something big is coming, and 1010XL is about to reveal it. Join 1010XL all day Thursday for the big reveal. Delivered by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning, and Renewal by Anderson, Custom Windows and Doors.
Tired of changing out bad sod year after year? Get it done right with Roundtree Sod. Big or small, they have it, and always supplied farm fresh. For a lush, legendary green lawn, call 7414-SOD for a free estimate. 7414-SOD.
Need fresh and flavorful lunch? Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad in every bite. It's quick and delicious, so why wait? Come taste the best chicken salad today at Town Center, Durbin Park, or Butler Point at Chicken Salad Chick.
With 50 years of fabrication expertise in towing products, the family at Cannons of Jacksonville can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
It's Work Zone Awareness Week, Florida. Every year, lives are lost in work zones because of speeding and distractions. When you see orange cones, remember, slow down, follow the signs, and stay focused. Workers are counting on you to get home safely, and so are their families. Let's work together to prevent crashes and save lives. A safety reminder from the Florida Department of Transportation. Slow your roll. Safety's the goal.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Dan Hicken with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Better play, better results.
I'm Brendan from Checkmate Coatings. Our precision coatings make your floors the MVP of any space.
Slam dunk your floors at checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back here on a Catlett Truck Accessories Tuesday. The NBA percolating with news last night. Stars coming and going. Jason Tatum looks like he tore his Achilles late in what will be the Celtics' playoff exit to the New York Knicks, now up 3-1 in that series. Jalen Brunson just keeps on being Jalen Brunson. Out west, the Warriors are so cooked and done. It'll be Minnesota winning there. Look, Denver and Oklahoma City 2-2. It feels like OKC will pull this thing out, but we'll see. It'll be Minnesota. They're waiting on them. It's going to be Indiana and the New York Knicks in the East Finals after Boston and Cleveland separated themselves from the rest of the East by pretty good distance all year long. Our buddy Daniel Murphy, when he talks to Major League Baseball with us, says 162 don't lie. The point being, you find out over 162 who the best teams are. Man, 82 sure lied to us in the East. Now, injuries for Cleveland especially may have played a part in this. I'm not sure Indiana doesn't beat them anyway. But this Celtics choke/collapse against the Knicks is just... Look at E.T. making a huge mess in there, dude. He's in there banging and bouncing, and now he's broken something. He's got a full bottle of some sort of liquid, and if he turns it a certain way, it all just pours out. It's an absolute mess in there. We got no YouTube camera. That's just not even fair. We should be seeing this right now. He's bumbling and fumbling like Lucille Ball or the Three Stooges, man. Look at him. He's got to get up and leave his post, ladies and gentlemen. Look at here. He's going to come walking by. Watch him. Look at him. Look at this guy. You know what he was doing in there? He was like banging his little thermos deal or whatever on the floor, and he cracked the bottom, I think. So I looked up. We got the Niagara Falls in there in the production studio. Yeah. How that went. Got me all off track now. I can't remember what the heck I was talking about. I got calamities around here. It's like a disaster flick. Huh?
No, right? Yeah, and I didn't have my camera on.
So yeah, it's going to be that's where we stand in the NBA, and then you've got Cooper Flagg now bound for the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavs with a 1.8% chance to get out of jail free card. Doesn't seem fair to the rest of us. If you're a Mavs fan, I mean, it's sweet relief from the dumbness of your GM, who I'm still waiting. Is he getting fired? What's the deal with that dude?
Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know,
I mean, I'm
man.
sure he's doing the owner's bidding. Now what are you going to do, owners?
Right.
And the NBA better not sweeten the pot for him to now still leave for Vegas or somewhere else. Oof. Those Mavs fans, they're getting dragged, aren't they? They're getting dragged. But hey, Cooper... no one's trading Luka for Anthony Davis. Luka for Anthony Davis and Cooper Flagg? Yeah, I think everyone takes that deal, don't you?
Yeah?
Yeah, you take that deal. As great as Luka is, I'm getting Anthony Davis and Cooper Flagg. Now, that wasn't part of the deal, so you don't get credit for that. The dumbness of the GM remains. All right, I've done a little snooping here. I'm curious how the Gator basketball roster is going to shake out, and the one wild card more than any other is going to be Alex Condon. Did you know in the NBA, there are no guarantees in round two? Like, there's no salary structure once you get past round one. The first round has a rookie scale in the NBA, and then round two, it's about what you negotiate with the player. So it's not like if you're the 35th pick in the draft, you're going to make any more money than, quite frankly, you might be able to make from an NIL deal in Gainesville. I think it's important that Condon not get slotted into the first round or not believe he's going to be a first-round pick, and because if that's the case, you would think he would make the decision to go back to Gainesville where he could make, at least in part, the amount that he would make if he were a second-round draft pick. I say this because I looked at a mock draft after yesterday's order was established. They got Walter Clayton Jr. going somewhere early 20s to the Magic. That'd be fun for you Magic fans. And they had Condon going 31st, which it's 30-team league, so it'd be the first pick of the second round. It makes a big difference, like I said, if you go 28th or you go 32nd. And by the way, you don't know that when you make your decision whether or not to take yourself out of the draft. So with all that ambiguity, I think, Alex Condon be well served to return to Gainesville. So would Chinyelu for another year and play a year where you're big man dominant, where y'all are the focus point, where you can really develop your skills and play yourself into Alex Condon with continued physical development. He's still a lanky kid, man. He's big, lanky. Put some pounds on and just another year of physical development. Condon could be a top 10 pick down the line. And we'll see if he agrees with that assessment and just exactly what path he takes. But anyway, just putting a little spin on last night's draft lottery to Florida Gator basketball, where, they're not done. And, he's reconfiguring that roster with what you know is gone and what you think might be and replacements that are going to help, but they are not done. They're still in play for a couple of guards in the portal, and you're waiting to see what Condon and, I guess, technically Chinyelu are going to do. I've read a lot of columns about SEC football, and there's one common thing here. The Gators aren't alone in fan bases that are really cautiously optimistic that they are the program that can make that leap this year. Now, Florida's optimism is driven by their finish a year ago, some dominant lines of scrimmage, and, of course, DJ Lagway. I read this column. It was like from a Alabama website, but it was about as spot on as anything that I've read this offseason. So I'm assuming that the perspective that this writer has on the Florida Gators is equally as accurate when he talks about some of these other teams. But this speaks to the difficulty. Any team that's in this following column, think how hard it is. This isn't the group that includes Alabama and Texas and Georgia. You got to get those too now. But the title of this column attracted me, and I found myself in total agreement with what the list ended up being and then how it was described. But the column is this: these 5 SEC football teams are the most volatile in the league in 2025. And that just simply means, boy, here are 5 that if things go great are going to be playoff teams. And here are 5 that if things go sideways, there could be coaching changes. Not every team falls into that wide scale of volatility. There may be a lot of programs all over the country that have a volatile projection win-loss, but it doesn't have, other relatable impact to the program. For instance, if DJ Lagway's great and Florida's awesome and they go to the playoff and it's just, parades in Gainesville. If Lagway's not great or he gets hurt and the schedule gets him and they go 4-8, the coach is getting fired. That's volatile. But I found myself in a lot of agreement. Here's how the column is set up: with spring practice in the rear view and rosters mostly settled following the transfer portal, we're examining the SEC by tier. We've already looked at the 4 teams in the league that have no shot of capturing the SEC championship. Before we can move on to the contenders, we'll take a look at a volatile tier of SEC programs. Tier of programs that probably won't win the SEC, but it wouldn't be a total shock if they made a run. Teams that could make a run toward the league and just as easily finish near the cellar. These teams have wide ranges of potential. These 5 SEC teams could win the league with a little luck or could completely bottom out. Top of the list, the Florida Gators. Here's what he writes: it all rests on the shoulder of DJ Lagway. Napier and company navigated one of the most difficult schedules in the country last season. After starting 1-2, went 7-3, finished 8-5, restored some faith in the direction of the program. Lagway is talented as any quarterback in the country and a big reason for the optimism, but his right shoulder is a genuine concern, and Florida fans are holding their breath. A healthy Lagway and the Gators could be a legitimate playoff threat. If his shoulder gives out, then Florida could bottom out, and Napier would be headed to the unemployment line. For an out-of-state perspective on Florida football and the vibe and some of the realities, that sounded like a pretty good description. I don't think, I got to be honest, even if Lagway doesn't play great, it doesn't feel like a bottom out for it. There's enough talent down there that if Napier really wants that job and does a great job, they can still win 7 or 8 games, maybe. I don't know. That might be optimistic. By the way, the others that are in the category, Missouri, they seem to always be in that volatile. Tennessee is now in a more volatile team because of their quarterback change. Auburn, 2 more that I've talked about because I've been on a lot of college football sites this offseason, and particularly because of the thought and feel on Florida. There's a couple of other SEC programs. Both are in the West that have a similar vibe where they are and are cautiously optimistic they're going to have breakouts. That's Auburn and Oklahoma. So we shall see. But I found that. Where did I find? I have the stuff I find. I don't even know where I got it. Dude's name is John Mitchell, who wrote it. I thought it was a pretty good column. I thought it did a pretty good job of summarizing where these programs are, where their fan bases feel like they are. All right, fire at the band. We got a football fix. It's brought to you by the Jacksonville Sharks, back home this weekend. Let's go to jacksharks.com, get your tickets now. And the home course, the Joint Degree Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly. You never know who you might run into at the home course. This headline from Brown's mini camp from the Sporting News. Browns rookie Mason Graham already giving fans Travis Hunter draft regrets. Uh-oh. Rather than stay at number 2 and take Hunter, the Browns traded down with that 5 pick. They took Mason Graham out of Michigan. Look, they also got a number 36 pick. They used that on running back Quinshon Judkins. They get Jacksonville's 2026 first rounder. That's all old news. But the risk is this: if Graham isn't good enough and Hunter is phenomenal, it's going to be a loss no matter what those other elements end up becoming. Cleveland fans are a bit concerned after the first clips of Graham at rookie minicamp. Commenters are suggesting he looks out of shape. Others wondering if he's as good as advertised. Granted, interior defensive linemen aren't going to make aren't going to catch your eye in these workouts. There's no pads, no physicality, there's no nothing. Meanwhile, down here, this is just where the skill players shine. They get to dance around, sprint, cut, catch footballs, and look terrific, which Travis Hunter has done. There was even video, by the way, of Mason Graham apparently puking during the workouts, which intimates not quite ready to go, right? All right, we continue with a football fix. News from around the National Football League. The schedule leaks continue to trickle in. It'll be Chiefs-Broncos on Christmas night. So the Chiefs filling up that primetime schedule with division opponents. We learned yesterday they'll open the year. I'm assuming that's going to be on Friday like it was last year. NFL has a Thursday night opener, and I know last year, remember they played that Eagles-Packers game was played on Friday night. So we've learned that the Chiefs will open the season against the Chargers in Brazil. In Kansas City, they will play on Christmas night. Chiefs-Broncos on Christmas night. One of those games. Ultimately, there'll be 3. The NFL now is just going to completely shake the NBA out of the Christmas weeds and take over that as well, aren't they? All right, Trey Hendrickson says he and the Bengals have cut off contract talks. Hendrickson has to sit and watch as the Bengals passing game elements get millions upon millions upon millions. He feels like it won't be long for Cincinnati. He'll play out this contract, and they're not going to be able to afford him. We'll see. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is a defender for the Browns, a linebacker. He has already been sidelined for 2025. Missed the final 9 games last year, a neck injury, a scary neck injury, and a collision with Derrick Henry of the Ravens. And the one last item here. Shout out Chiefsaholic, you dumb degenerate. This is the guy who ended up being the bank robber, right? He put on that wolf mask and he'd go to the game like he's something. Yeah, what he is the worst kind of person that walks the street, a thief. You thieves and liars, baby, y'all are the worst. So when you look yourself in the mirror tonight, if you stole something, understand where you rank. And this guy stole a lot. Yesterday, sentenced to 32 years in prison. Now, if you don't know the story, he's known as Chiefsaholic. He's that crazy wild Chiefs fan who wears the wolf, like rubber wolf mask to the games. He's already serving 17 and a half for robbing banks in 7 states. Now in Oklahoma, they want him to serve more time. It's on a life sentence. He gets a concurrent sentence, meaning he'll serve an additional 14 and a half years after that federal 17 and a half year term. Serial robber victimized many hardworking Americans like this guy did all across the country. Only got 17 and a half years. Nah, we'll throw in another 15. My preference was for him to serve the rest of his life in prison. In March, dumb aholic pleaded guilty in Oklahoma to robbery with a firearm, assault while masked or disguised, and removing an electronic monitoring device. A couple of the streaming services have put out the documentaries on this guy, the story. They're interesting. If being a cowardly, loser, gun-toting, mask-wearing bank robber is interesting to you. Football Fix, you're welcome. Hey, we're talking a lot of golf today. Brunch with the Tour. We got another major on the schedule this week, so that'll be fun. We get ready for the PGA Championship. Brunch with the Tour coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. You're listening to The Drill. Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
Getting you ready every day.
You ready, champ? I'm ready for this my whole life.
Get ready.
This is the most important game of your life. No excuses. Do the work.
With 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam! them.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Enhance your home with Renewal by Anderson's superior craftsmanship and timeless design. Right now, buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third at 60% off. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires May 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613. Since 1901, generations of skilled union workers have built the backbone of our community. Hospitals, schools, the buildings where you work. Every year, a new apprentice class of Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians is stepping up, trained, driven, and ready to do great things. They're not just building our city, they're building their future. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to become a member or contractor today.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
You've got a lot on your plate. The last thing you need is car trouble. At Maxie's Mechanics, we help you keep your cars, trucks, and SUVs running safely. Visit MaxieAutoRepair.com today for honest service, reliable repairs, and peace of mind for you and your family.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Spring has sprung, and so have the bugs. It's Hayes Carline and my friends at Kingfish Pest Control offer an exclusive $99 spring special. That's right, your initial pest control service is just $99. And if you call today, they'll include a free one-time mosquito treatment. Kingfish Pest Control is family-owned, 5-star rated with no binding contracts, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call them now to book your service. Only at Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
What is the busiest airport in the world?
Southern Oak Insurance is proud to continue offering coverage statewide. Financial stability makes Southern Oak Insurance a wise choice for your homeowner's insurance needs. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport is the busiest airport in the world, serving over 100 million passengers.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Hi, I'm Malcolm Anthony. Have you been charged with a crime? You don't have to face it alone. I'm here for you. Stay out of trouble, but if you don't, call me. 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW in the 904.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update brought to you by Baker Glass. Sporting Club Jacksonville, the United Soccer League's Northeast Florida expansion franchise, will collaborate with Adidas to unveil its highly anticipated inaugural uniforms at a free fan fest today at the newly renovated Friendship Fountain in downtown Jacksonville. Hosted by Sporting Jacks in partnership with the City of Jacksonville and PRI Productions. The landmark event will kick off with an official unveiling at 5 p.m., followed by the Fan Fest from 6 to 8 at Friendship Fountain. Look the Gators' powerful performance over the top-ranked Texas Longhorns this past weekend, Florida's rookie right-handed pitcher Aiden Keene was named SEC Freshman of the Week, earning his third Southeastern Conference Weekly Award this season. King earned the decisive victory on Sunday with 7 shutout, 2-hit innings, striking out a career-high 9 batters against just 3 walks. It's 69 degrees at 7:01. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Courtside, Knicks and Nets give me high five. I be spiked out, I could trip a referee. Tell by my attitude that I most definitely from.
That's a good one.
That was a birthday present, friends. Yeah! One more. One more dub. Oh, Jalen Brunson.
Brunson murder.
Oh, JB. Those Celtics said, we're going to do it to you again. I'm like, man, we're playing a pretty good first quarter, and I look up and we're down 11, man. We give up 39. I'm like, oh, God. I don't know if we can beat these guys. But I don't have the heart of a champion like Jalen Brunson does.
Brunson murder.
Heart of a winner. The metal, the grit, the insides.
Coach Thibodeau.
Tibbs. Bridges and Cat. Yeah. Oh, man. That was good. That was real good. And that's a 3-1 lead, and sad, obviously, on Tatum, and that ain't good. I don't know. I read somewhere else that somebody said it might not be the Achilles, but either way, he's done for this. He's not going to play again this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no way, right? So, but yeah. So, what a night in the NBA, and what a win for the Knicks. What a win at the Garden, and I let myself dream. I'm starting to let myself dream just a little bit. Lots of ball left.
Relax there, young fella.
Lots of ball left. But can I throw one what if at you?
Throw that one if out there.
Just one what if.
Well, I'm here. I'm listening.
I haven't even researched it. Just a little what if here. What if the Knicks beat the Celtics?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely happening.
Hold on.
Okay.
Somehow knock off the Pacers.
I could see that.
Team we lost to last year. Make the NBA Finals. What if somehow, some way, the Denver Nuggets beat OKC in Minnesota? I was looking at my schedule, first week of June,
somebody's off
in this room will be in Denver, Colorado.
Oh.
I don't know if it syncs up, but if it's close, we'll be extending the vacation.
What a year. What a sports year for the Mogul.
So well-deserved, too.
What a sports year for the Mogul.
Long suffering. You guys know that. Give me my one. Just give me one. Oh. Because we're going out to see the Mets in Rocky Land. And so maybe, who knows? We'll see. Maybe.
You gonna vibe out there in Denver? You gonna partake?
Local legal. Don't ask, don't tell. What happens in Denver?
Don't Don't go down that road.
The Lord's lettuce.
Jah of the earth.
Yeah, I don't know what chapter that was in. Maybe.
Man, it is hard.
Did you think at any point of, because I know your Met trip buddy is also a Knicks fan, was there ever any talk of shelving the baseball and instead follow the Knicks to the finals a couple of games?
We just said.
I heard that part. That ain't happening. Denver ain't going.
No?
So I'm talking about just like a straight up. I mean, you may do both. Don't get me wrong.
We probably might be a special trip.
Yeah. I'm not trying to stir any trouble here. I was just curious if that, well, then again, if a man with such little budgetary constraint, what am I thinking? Let's do both.
Can't take it with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Can't take it with you. That's what credit cards are
I
for.
do enjoy this. I enjoy seeing, I enjoy seeing dominant, to the point of arrogant fan bases. I like seeing them get theirs.
Yeah.
I like seeing Boston.
This was for
press around like they're smart. That coach rubs me wrong, man. If I was a Celtics fan, he'd drive me nuts.
This was for Portnoy.
What'd he do?
He's a loudmouth, arrogant Celtic fan.
It's a good thing the Knicks don't have any of those fans. Yeah.
How can we?
Yeah.
Well, they say we do,
well,
but
Spike Lee is as annoying as Portnoy is to the rest of us.
He might be annoying, but
to the rest of us.
That guy is courtside every freaking game for
sure.
decades of watching his team get their teeth kicked in.
Yeah, for the most part.
And he never sits there and goes, well, he never, he keeps it real.
Sure.
I got this guy Portnoy just laughing after the last game, giggling at us,
like this,
calling us
this is what
names.
sports is all about.
Yeah, and then last night he played the. I don't even know the score. Some things are bigger than sports, and the Tatum injury. And Knick fans just annihilated.
No, that's ridiculous. The game was over when Tatum got hurt.
It was. Well, he's just trying to come on, man,
stop.
I
hear you.
So
and they were full of themselves last year because they won. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I like seeing Portnoy get his.
I mean, I have illustrated to you, and you don't agree with me, I know, but because of where they are, the things that they have, the resources they have available to them, this has been the worst franchise in professional sports for years and years and years. You don't agree, but
you'd have to use an analytics sliding
It's certainly
scale.
debatable.
I think until you get to the actually adding up the winning percentages and the playoff appearances and those types of things, the Knicks have had a lot more success than the really bad teams in other sports. But when you throw in the analytic of where they are, what it is, what the Garden is, what New York City is, and how you can be so incompetent, that's bungling. That's your boy Dolan. How long he have him?
Oh, God.
How long?
Long.
Yeah, that's
bumbling, stumbling, fumbling.
Yeah, you got an inept owner for 30 years. You're screwed.
Listen, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm off the train, dude. They got to do something about this lottery. This is ridiculous. This thing is fixed. This is fixed. It's happened so many times. Jeff, 1.8% chance.
The fix is in.
Bro.
Why would they want it to go to Dallas?
They promised Dallas they would get the Cooper flag if they traded Luka to L.A.
Well, what about Dallas?
Guys, our NBA is in trouble. Our ratings are awful. We've screwed this thing up. We need a jolt in the arm.
Sure, it's fun.
It's happened over and over again. And again, show me.
Why do you
they do it in secrecy. Show me a ping pong ball, one ping pong ball out of 100. That's what happened. And it happens all the time. And these poor bastards in Washington and Charlotte and
see who was second,
Utah.
By the way? It was going to be either San Antonio.
Yeah, and Philly.
Yeah, Philly.
And Philly.
Those
we went
are
to
the three.
commercial break with 3 out of the 4. I'm like, just not Philly. Just not Philly. Just not Philly. But it's not fair.
Okay, well, let me ask you this about the conspiracy.
The only hope is that what I heard, I did
Why
hear.
would Dallas play themselves into the play-in?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay,
I got
all right.
answers for all you. It's a conspiracy.
No, I've got the mic drop at the end, but I'm enjoying this.
Fine. That's fine. The only saving grace is I've heard that Washington has contacted the Mavericks and they're very close to trading the 1 pick for the 6th pick in a Nico-like move.
Yeah, that would be good for Nico.
That is,
it's such a get out of jail. It's so unfair that that Dallas got that break.
Again, and Knicks and Ewing fix the frozen envelope. At least back then they would give you an idea what was going on. Derrick Rose to Chicago, fix. Goes back to his hometown.
LeBron to Cleveland.
Cleveland getting the number one after LeBron left. Fix. It's ridiculous. Come on. This thing, poor Charlotte. Okay, Charlotte got Okafor after Dwight Howard. They lost. They lost Anthony Davis. They got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Are those 2 picks? The number 2 picks?
Yes. They got the Miller kid after Wemby.
Have they had the number 1 pick?
Brandon Miller.
And they got Zoe, who's a good player, but Orlando got Shaq.
Okay, this is where I pop up from behind my trash can and I unload my clip a little bit with a counter argument.
Okay.
Where's the conspiracy fly into giving the 1.8%?
What?
The 1.8. I said shint, so I'll say it again. The 1.8%.
I shit my pants.
Yeah, I shit my pants. Okay. What's the advantage of giving the 1.8% Atlanta Hawks the number 1 pick? Where does that fall into the conspiracy?
I'm going to help you.
Okay.
I'm going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
First off, again, the league asked the Mavs to trade Luka to the Lakers, promised flag in return. The Mavericks.
They promised them the flag in return.
The Mavericks' new owners threatening to move the team out of Dallas, and flag will keep them there. Mavericks' new owners committed to building casino, sportsbook, resort in Dallas. Huge star like flag helps that happen.
Wouldn't a star like Doncic have helped that happen?
But this helped the whole league.
I don't know if it helps the league.
Oh, dude, you got Luka in L.A., and now you got what you got.
No one cares. The league doesn't care. No one cares about Dallas. I don't know why this league is helped by flag going down. That's a terrible place for Cooper Flag to go. So the conspiracy theorists.
Terrible place.
Yes.
It's a huge market.
For not for Dallas doesn't register with the NBA fan, bro. Especially with no Luka, and they'll register with him a bit. It's like Zion going to New Orleans, dude.
Oh man,
where's that conspiracy, by the way? Why is New Orleans? I mean, there's plenty of the other side. Is all I'm saying.
Since the NBA,
why would Zion go to New Orleans? Why would they do that?
Since the NBA changed its lottery system in 2019.
The problem is the lottery needs to go away.
The team with the league's worst record has never won the lottery and picked first overall.
That's the problem.
This is the third straight year the team with the league's worst record picks fifth. It's not fair.
Right.
And it's not transparent. Yeah. They got to show me the ping pong ball popping in.
I think, listen,
how does a 1 ball out of 100 pop up for Dallas? It's just not, and by the way, it wouldn't have been Atlanta's pick anyway. It would have been Sacto's.
If it's in the top, yeah. We talked about that yesterday, but we did get the 13th
1.8% chance.
No, the year before we won it with a 1.8.
Yeah.
My point is that didn't do
there was
nobody any good.
There was nothing out there.
I get it.
This is Cooper Flag. Everybody's been talking about this kid.
Sure.
He's only 18 years old.
My conspiracy is that somehow in a year that we get the number 1 pick at 1.8 in between Flag and Wembanyama. That's just not even right.
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable. That's just.
And Reece Shea was fine, but I mean, 90% of the people driving right now can't tell me who the number 1 pick was a year ago, and that's who my team got in between Wembanyama and Flag. Oof.
Yeah.
I think it's more a terrible injustice. There's 2 things wrong here. The lottery system is broken. It's been broken. They won't fix it, and that feeds to the NBC trying to keep the power structure the way it is. I don't disagree.
Do you not think the fans?
I don't think that all of this happened. I don't think there was a meeting in the NBA offices
100%
in January
100%
where they said, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to trade Luka to the Lakers. We're going to get Dallas into the lotto. We're going to make sure the lotto goes to Dallas.
Yes.
I don't think all that happened. I think that this dumb Nico talked to his buddy Pelinka, and they decided to do the trade, and the league didn't know it was coming.
Did you watch the movie Semi-Pro?
Yes.
Do you remember when? Do you remember when they were all ripping cigs?
Did you just call me a jive turkey?
No, not that scene.
Yeah.
Do you remember when the league was having their league meetings, and they told the owner of the what's our team?
Flint. That they weren't actually going to get in?
No, that they were going to get in.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
We did it.
We used to run that.
We did it.
Yeah, we ran that here. It was a drop-in.
So, back in January, the NBA had a emergency Zoom call.
All right.
Skeletor got on in the middle of the screen.
Okay. He definitely is an alien. He's he came out of the pod.
Came out of the pod.
Not a podcast.
He said, "Fellas,
a literal pod.
You can blame me on this.
Okay.
I've messed up the association. I need. We are in trouble.
Okay.
We've been counting money around here, but you guys see these salaries. You guys know what's happening. We need a star in LA.
Let me ask you a question.
Can anyone trade a star to L.A.? Dallas worked it out. If you do, we'll make sure the lottery's rigged, and you'll get Cooper Flag.
They were a playoff team when they made the trade, so it would have been. It's hard to factor in the. They knew Kyrie was going to get hurt. Did they hurt Kyrie, the NBA?
No, but they knew.
Did they intentionally hurt him?
They knew Paper Davis would get hurt
because they were going to make the playoffs if Kyrie didn't rip the Achilles.
Yeah.
So they knew that.
Yeah, 100%.
Let me ask you this.
It's all there.
I'm curious about this in the conspiracy theory. At some point, did somebody maybe look into the Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Lakers? Wouldn't that be the same impact? And then that would kill two birds with one stone because
of course they did. The Bucks. I don't know the backstory. If the Bucks were raising their hand and the Mavericks, I don't know how it worked out that they chose Luka. I wouldn't have been surprised, but at the time, the Bucks probably thought they had a little bit better chance.
I think he's like Windhorse right now, reporting fact.
I'm
enjoying this.
Do you believe me?
I don't know, dog.
Thank you, You do. I know you do.
Yeah.
And you know the association.
Yeah, ASJEF was the first thing I said when I came in here.
Fix.
Yeah, they had a meeting in January. The whole league decided how they're going to fix this.
100%
We're going to take the Mavs, who are right now firmly in the playoffs. We're going to trade Luka to L.A. We're going to make sure the Mavs tank. We're going to ice the floor so Kyrie rips the Achilles.
No.
We're going to ice the ping pong ball so the Mavs get it, and we're going to give them back Cooper Flag.
We don't even
I
don't even know if there are ping pong balls. All he does is come out and hand him envelopes.
Is that what it is?
That's all he does.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that sounds.
We don't see anything.
Yeah.
We don't remember how they used to have the ball and the ball would pop up and they say no.
I thought they still did
that.
No.
No.
Yeah, I don't do
all
that.
He does is
I don't
come out,
watch this.
He hands him a stack of envelopes. He goes, and it's not even Skeletor because they did studies and he's so abhorrent to look at that
too many viewers have turned to salt in their living rooms. How do you look away?
With the 14th pick, the deputy commissioner comes out with the 14th pick.
Russ Granick.
And then for some reason.
Is that the deputy commissioner, Russ Granick?
No, but you know who it is. Russ Granick is the guy. And then they got this dude, they got this cat, Nagandi hosting, and he's throwing fact errors out left and right. That means Carolina has the 6th pick. Oh, no, wait a second. Philadelphia. Wait, now Philadelphia has the 4th.
Nagandi?
Yeah, Nagandi was a train wreck doing it.
Kevin Nagandi.
A train wreck.
Yeah.
It was a disastrous night.
It's hard to follow.
But
and then you got the NBA, according to you, they're feeding you in your ear and it's changing nonstop. So
you just crank up New York on the way out, man, because I'm just
let's come back.
I'm just giddy.
10-minute drill.
Yes.
The Knicks are up 3-1.
Yes.
The NBA conspiracy has
you know it. I don't know why you won't. I don't know where. I'm surprised.
You're listening to the drill.
I'm surprised by you right now.
10XL.
I really am.
It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
Statue of Liberty, long live the World Trade, long live the King, yo.
Yes!
The Empire State.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
All right, college football news and good news for our Jacksonville zone. Carson Beck is Mario Cristobal up at Amelia Island for the ACC meeting says Beck has been cleared to participate in all team summer activities, approaching 100% following elbow surgery last season. I think that's a little bit ahead of schedule and very good news for the University of Miami. We know because of Denny and because we've seen the pictures. Beck started throwing a few weeks back, but the fact that he's moving on and is almost 100% is great news for the Canes. Quote, he's good to go, Cristobal told ESPN. He's exceeding every benchmark. Also good news. Remember, he had surgery on his right elbow to repair his UCL, injured on that play in the Georgia overtime win against Texas in the SEC championship game. Carson Beck and the University of Miami full steam ahead.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
Brunell is back in the pocket. Blitz is coming now. He's going to run. He's coming to the near side. Pump fake across the 10, and he'll go into the end zone. Touchdown, Mark Brunell.
Home of the Jaguars. 1010XL.
Jeff Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, or hospitality projects? Or top-tier residential service? No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and hard work. As your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team, Lloyd's is the name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hey, don't buy a diamond at one of those big box corporate jewelers in the town center until you see what Beard's Diamonds can offer. It's Hicken here. Beard's Diamonds, the Lupo family, they'll give you a better price on a better quality diamond. Beards ain't beholden to Wall Street, man. They're beholden to us, the people of Jacksonville. And we should be beholden to them because they give us the best deals. The only locally owned jeweler in the town center, man. And Beards has the best diamond selection in the region. No middleman prices on hand-picked diamonds in all shapes, all sizes. They also have the top bridal designers, Corey, Viraggio, etc. Here's something else. Unlike the others, Beards doesn't have commission salespeople. Their experts get paid whether you buy something or not. No pressure, therefore, ever. Their associates are real diamond experts. We're lucky to have Beards here, a refreshing alternative. You get it all, no compromises, highest quality, no middleman pricing, unbeatable guarantees. Beards Diamonds, the only locally owned jeweler in the St. John's Town Center.
Okay, for this Cannons of Jacksonville commercial, we need an idea to really come out with a bang.
Like having a guy shot out of a cannon.
Nah, too messy. In fact, Cannons is known for all your towing needs.
So like my car won't start.
No. Towing products. Cannons does custom welding fabrication and installation of trailer hitches, goosenecks, tow bars, truck racks.
So you might say Cannons is my best shot at finding that inventory in stock?
Boom. You said it.
Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
Summer in Jacksonville is coming in hot. Lauren Brooks here. Beat the heat with Turbo Tint. Their window tint blocks up to 99% of harmful UV rays and keeps your ride cool and comfortable. Book today at orangepark.turbotint.com.
When it comes to your utility bill, JEA wants to help you use less so you can save more. We offer a variety of free programs, like efficiency and irrigation assessments that'll teach you ways to conserve energy and water around your home. Our alerts will let you know when your utility usage has reached a set amount, and our rebates can help you save when upgrading to more efficient appliances and equipment. Find even more ways to save at JEA.com.
It's the perfect day. You're just driving along, listening to your favorite music, the windows down. There's a cool breeze. Life is good. But wait, hold on a second. You're not wearing a seatbelt? You'd better put that on before that... Uh-oh, too late. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement, so you'd better buckle up or you will get caught. Sorry to ruin your day. Click it or ticket.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Take your shot at the PGA Championship with 1010XL's You Pick'em contest.
All right, boys, let's go do this.
Win $1,000 of jewelry from Beard's Diamonds.
Whoa.
Opened up by Pella Windows and Doors. Enter at 1010XL.com.
Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy E to the T here. And I know that getting into an accident is stressful, but getting the proper care doesn't have to be. That's why I recommend McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center. Even if you're at fault, your insurance covers you. And remember, you have the right to choose your own doctor. Even a minor accident can cause whiplash for years if it goes untreated. So don't wait. Call the auto accident experts at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation. Your recovery starts today.
Gang, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney, Matty is, but we both want to know, have you done your last will? Man, Dan, I don't know why you bring that up. That's depressing. No, it's not. Something you got to take care of, something you want to do because you work hard for your money. You want to get the money to the people that you choose. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Right? You want to have as much money as you can for your loved ones. Matt Hinson will listen. He'll help you with your decisions. He'll provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's the Hinson Law Firm. Real easy to get a hold of Matty. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Don't be sidelined from an injury that keeps you out of the game. Get the care the pros receive. Now available at Injury Care Centers, newly FDA regenerative treatments that will significantly shorten your recovery time. Sprains, strains, fractures, post-op surgeries, cut your recovery time in half or shorter. Masking pain just makes it worse. Fix it now. Call 904-783-0008. That's 904-783-0008. Injury care starts at Injury Care Centers.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. Yeah. Yeah. We got sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. E, what's the razzle-dazzle today?
I got a pair of tickets to Brett Floyd. It's live at the Florida Theater May 20th. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com, but one lucky caller at the end of the 10-minute drill can wear a pair of ducats. That's all I mean at the end of the 10-minute drill.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you say Brick Floyd?
Brit.
Oh,
Brit.
Brit Floyd.
B-R-I-T.
Is that like Pink Floyd?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
All in all, just
I couldn't tell you.
All right. Welcome back. Hey, I want to get our Dream Fighters Homes poll question out for you guys.
Oh.
Jeff got me thinking about this yesterday, so I threw out this just to see. Dream Fighters Homes, the official home builder of the Florida Gators, Jacksonville Jaguars, the PGA Tour. Right now, get a fixed interest rate of 4.99%. Ooh, that's pretty good. At 15 different locations.
15 different locations?
Yeah, throughout Jacksonville. They're right there for you. DreamFindersHomes.com. Tell them Dream Finders Danny sent you. And you first-time homeowners, they'll help you navigate your purchase. What's the Gators' most important game on the schedule in 2025? You kind of brought that up yesterday. I thought,
did.
That's a good question. So,
okay.
I picked 4, and there are a lot.
Yeah,
you could pick like literally 6 or 7.
You could. I think the 4 that I haven't looked, but I'm gonna imagine
Okay,
that there
guess
are
the 4.
Well, the 4. Okay.
Or what are your 4?
I think I think the 4 are. You're right. There's important games, Texas and Ole Miss and LSU, but I think the 4, and I'm not in any particular order. The 4 they're going to be are going to be. I mean, I don't care the state of anybody's program.
Okay.
Georgia, and for me as a Gator, Georgia and FSU are going to be. If you're giving me 4, Georgia and FSU are in there.
Okay.
For me.
What are the other 2 then?
I'm going to go. You know, and you argued is it LSU they play first on the road? I would go. I would argue again. This is me, and I'm going to give you the rivalry for some of that. I'm going to give you Miami an early season chance to. Now you may. In my mind, I was thinking the Miami game was before the LSU game, so that you can change my mind on that LSU being more important. I'll put Tennessee at the end.
So what are they? Miami, Tennessee.
I would go Miami, Georgia, Tennessee, FSU.
Okay.
And that might not be the 4 choices. In fact, I think a couple of them aren't. You're going to go LSU because I know you.
Well, I
You're
went
going to go
LSU.
Texas because it's a home game against the big boys.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I went LSU because it's the first big game.
Correct.
They're going to be 2-0. It's an SEC game. If you can steal that one, that would be huge. That's a big one. LSU
on the road.
Then I went Miami.
Yeah.
In a nod to the rivalry, they won last year. Want to win the state.
We still may look back on this, Cristobal and Napier kind of head to, nose and nose here.
Then
neither has been great, neither has been terrible.
Then I went Georgia as well, and this is in no order. I don't care.
Yeah, okay.
And then I did go Texas. I went Texas because of this. Yeah. I feel like if you Texas is somewhat early. They're like the fourth or fifth game of the season, and I feel like Texas probably roll in there. They could be very well number 1, and I think if you go beat number 1 in the swamp, that means you're a pretty good football team. Yeah. Right?
That's fair.
And so I thought, okay, well, and so I left FSU out.
I guess I minimized
I left Tennessee out because by the time you get to Tennessee and FSU, you're either going to be good or not good.
Here's why I balance that, though. The situation you described, number 1 came to town, you beat them. You just described Georgia going to Ole Miss last year. And at the end of the year, it was probably important on the Saturday evening it happened, but at the end of the year, Ole Miss lost 3 or 4 games, underachieved where they were going.
All right.
So I'm going to take the continuing to beat FSU and getting a streak going and maintaining that dominance. Oh, while I do, and there's also this, if we were Texas Tech, where number one came to town once every 38 years.
Yeah.
But in Gainesville, that number one team comes to town. They'll come to town next, somebody in some form or fashion. But I can't quibble with any of them. The bigger, more accurate point is how you set this up. There's 6 or 7 of them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can make an argument, like the ones I think I made an argument for, they're not stronger than the argument for LSU and Texas.
No. Georgia, the overwhelming favorite, though, 49.7%.
And that's what, when you asked me just one, that's the one I gave.
Miami's second at 23%. Texas is third. And at LSU, only 7.8%. So that's with 300 votes in. You can vote a couple more hours.
The interesting thing would be if you
social media.
If you replaced at LSU with Tennessee, would they get more of the percentage?
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I saw this about your Atlanta Braves.
Who?
Last Tuesday, 1-run win. Wednesday, 1-run loss. Thursday, 1-run win. Friday, 1-run loss. Saturday, 1-run win. Sunday, 1-run loss. Yesterday, 1-run win.
Yeah. That's not frustrating or stressful at all, is it?
That's brutal.
Oh, well, you missed the best part, or the blowing the leads, or coming, or giving it up late, or getting it late.
7 straight games.
Three. At one point, you're so average that 3 wins in a row had all come in extra innings. Those are 3 of those 1-run wins are extra inning wins. We're undefeated in extra innings. Don't let us get you to extras.
Yeah.
They won by 1 last night. They're back within a game of 500, and Mike Soroka's on the mound tonight, and he's not been good. So we'll see. That means
whoa. Mike Soroka?
Yeah.
Is on the Braves?
No, he's on the Nationals. And so he's got a 7 ERA, which means tonight he'll go 6 innings.
Tonight the 500 game? Again?
They would get to 500 tonight. Soroka will he comes to town with an ERA of 7+, which means he'll go 6 innings of 2-hit ball tonight against the termite-laden Braves lineup.
Yes.
That's my prediction. But yeah, a chance. And Soroka, faces his old team.
One other baseball note. Yesterday, Yogi Berra turned 100 years old. He's no longer with us, but he would have turned 100 years old, born on the same date as yours truly. One of the greatest winners in baseball history, Yogi Berra, Lawrence Peter Berra. It's often forgotten about, but just listen to this. This is Yogi Berra. 1947 won the World Series. 1949 won the World Series. 1950 won the World Series. 1951 won the World Series. 1952 won the World Series. 1953 won the World Series. 1956 won the World Series. 1958 won the World Series. 1961 won the World Series. And 1962 won the World Series.
It occurs to me the Yankees are more like the UCLA of Major League Baseball than they are this lifetime dominant team.
Why is that?
Well, they got all those of the 27. I feel like they got 15 of them in 20 years.
Yeah.
Just like, UCLA rattled off, was it 11 in a row? What did UCLA win in a row?
11, yeah.
Yeah, 11 in a row. I mean, that eats up an awful lot of your overall dominance.
Celtics won all those in a row, too.
I guess that's part of how you do it.
Did you see Celebrity Row last night in New York?
No, I didn't. I was a little tied up.
Okay, that's right. You were doing the Clay County Awards program.
Rave reviews coming in, ET, as always.
Did you walk the red carpet?
No, I ain't walked the red carpet.
What was your, I'm curious, what was the fashion for you last night?
Oh, I had a powder light blue suit.
Wonderful.
White T-shirt.
Okay.
White shoes.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Kept it clean.
Yeah.
Kept it classic.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that look.
Well, we had a bunch of
That's kind of a derby look, by the way. You can just save that for when you go to the derby.
We had a bunch
I got a nice pink suit for the derby.
Okay.
A bunch of different looks on Celebrity Row, but, Chalamet was there, of course.
Chalamet.
But the one that stood out to me was, and this is not going to end well, but Cardi B was there.
I saw that. I saw it on social media.
Stefan Diggs.
Yeah.
Stefan and Cardi B are now hooking up.
The little item.
Yeah.
Did I see, and I saw it quick, so I wasn't sure if it was him, but was that Marbury at the Garden?
Oh, Stephon Marbury was there?
Marbury? I don't know. I'm asking. I saw this Saturday night.
Marbury's always at the Garden.
Marbury is there,
Yes.
so he's remained a Nick fan. So that was him that I saw.
Oh, yeah.
I like
100%.
seeing the former players more than I like seeing the celebrities.
Knicks all turn out, too. It's great.
Yeah,
Ewing was there.
Is
Bernard
Oakley
King
allowed
was
back
there.
in the building
Allen
yet?
Houston was there. He's allowed, but I don't know if he was there.
I see.
The Wilkins guys are always there.
Gerald Wilkins?
I saw... I said Wilkins. I think does Nick have a son who's a basketball player?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I don't remember his
He
name.
threw down a dunk. He might be in high school. Is that possible?
Well,
anyway, I just saw that recently. Dan Shaughnessy, who a friend of the program, we like him, right?
Yeah, the Boston Globe.
Yeah. This is what he wrote yesterday. It's the opening minutes of Game 4. The Celtics trail 2-1, and yet the Celtics are dominating the series, and the Knicks know it. They have zero chance.
Yeah, famous last words.
Meantime, on the flip side of that, the New York Knicks are the first team in NBA history to have 3 comeback wins after being down 9+ points at halftime in a single playoff series.
Well, they were down. I mean, I
down 16, 9, and 11 at the halves.
Yeah, but I take it.
It's been worse than that. Obviously.
Yeah, they were 14 in the third quarter of every game, weren't they?
Yeah, I got these measurements on
NBA analytics are like they're mind numbing enough already. They throw something that's some superlative out of every quarter of every game.
One more fact, and we'll head off. I saw these measurements, and I'm
44, 32. No,
you were talking about Alex Condon.
Yeah,
I tend to think I don't like seeing him 31st or 30th.
31st, second round's no good.
Well, listen, we got the whole combine to go here. We got the whole thing. Though.
Yeah.
This is where he moves up. I think he moves up, and so
I don't know if he moves up.
The measurements.
Sometimes you move down.
Well, the measurements are terrific. 6'11" and a quarter barefoot, 222.
That's
7 foot 3/4 wingspan, 8 foot 11.5 inch standing reach. Big man.
Yeah,
that's
and he'll be
positive.
He'll be that big next year when he can be a top 10 pick and make $50 million instead of going now and getting a 3-year, 3.8.
I hope you're
to make
right.
that in Gainesville. He's got to be a first rounder.
I hope
if you're not a first rounder, you can't go in the draft. Not with the NIL.
Yeah.
You will literally make more money with an average NIL deal at Florida than he's going to make as a second round pick in the NBA out of the gates.
Unless you're Bronny, it's guaranteed.
Well,
641.
That's a little different.
That's a drive-by.
Can I do a pop quiz here first, real quick, while we're on basketball? Yes, I can. I don't care about that. Those things don't matter to me.
Okay. Pop away.
I'm going to ask this for you,
Pop
too.
music.
This is should not be
Pop it up.
incredibly difficult, but it's not like a elementary easy.
Okay.
I'm going to make it a little more stringent.
Okay.
By saying you can't miss. Like, you've got to give me all of them, the right number, and in the right order.
Ooh, look at this. See, some demands. This pop quiz. Teacher stinks.
As I watch the Nuggets.
This ain't fair, teacher.
As I watch the Nuggets and Clippers play their playoff series, and I heard Russell Westbrook's name come up, I literally in my head couldn't recall which of those two teams was he actually playing for. Is he a Nugget or is he a Clipper? So I need you to tell me Russell Westbrook's career arc from his rookie year in Oklahoma City to his current spot in the NBA semis of the Western Conference with the Denver Nuggets.
Okay, we can do this.
Yeah, in order.
Let's take our time.
I need to know every team that Russell Westbrook has played for, the number of teams, and who he played for in what order.
Okay, Dan, we can do this.
Yeah,
of course.
I expect you to get it right.
All right. Well, we know he started with
OKC.
How many years do you guys think he played for OKC?
He played there for a while.
Yeah, what do you think?
Let's go, I would say like 8 seasons, Dan. What you think?
11 years in Oklahoma City, man.
Yeah, I can see that.
3 seasons averaged triple-double.
And when he left there, he went to Houston. If I'm almost positive. Can you confirm?
Yeah. He went to H-Town.
Right? Was he and Harden together? But I think he went to Houston.
He did go to Houston, where he was an all-star, averaged 27.2 points a game.
Okay. Then it was like over. So
Yeah,
then it was like they threw him away.
I think, was that Washington?
Yeah, I like that one. I think, yes.
Or was the L.A. and
No,
then Washington?
I think that was, I remember being like, Washington. Oh, my God, it's over.
Okay.
He's been exiled. All right, Washington.
And he did run around. He was the Wizards.
Okay.
The Wizards were next.
Then I think
and
you're
now
right.
it's easy. Yeah, now you got
then it's Lakers.
Tiptoeing
Then he mentioned
the Clippers. Would you remember the Clippers in between the Lakers and the Nuggets?
Yeah, I remember.
Only because, you gave.
If I hadn't said it, though.
Oh.
If I just said, give me Russell Wilson's career arc.
I think so.
And didn't mention anything, you would have?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so, too. I think it's, he's having a good series. He's his numbers are a little bit better this year than they've been than they were last year, and he's doing it in fewer minutes. So, anywho. All right, let's come back with more.
By the way, the international slate is out. We'll give it to you when we come back, but the Rams and the Jags, and I'll give you all the games. They've announced that as well.
Snoop scooped on Friday.
Tried to tell you.
It's Catlin Truck Accessories
I hope I get
Tuesday
them
on the
all
drill.
right.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
There's a certain romance to radio play-by-play.
We need you to be all strong and hot.
Experience the most play-by-play sports on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
You like your house? You love your house? You want to change your house a little bit and make it a million times better? Go see my friends at Checkmate Coatings. You know what I'm talking about, Jacksonville? Hicken here, a game changer. I've tested the field. Checkmate Coatings, they're my go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Garage, man, change it overnight. Turn it into an extra room. Driveways, patios, pool decks. Checkmate Coatings, man. Better play, better results. Love the owner, Brendan, great guy, local kid, doing great things here in Jacksonville. He's got a heck of a crew that keeps prices low with no massive overhead. He knows, he can talk Checkmate, he can talk coatings for days, man. This guy knows it all. Slam dunk your floors. Just go to checkmatecoatings.com, checkmatecoatings.com. It's Checkmate Coatings, and it's your floor's missing piece.
Frank Frangie here. I've known the Parman family for years, and what stands out is how they run Big Chief Tire. It's not just about tires. It's about showing up, doing the work, and taking care of people. That's the culture they've built over 4 generations. When you walk into Big Chief, you're treated with honesty, respect, and real hometown service. That's how Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling. Schedule your next appointment at wekeepjacksrollin.com or call 904-932-0950.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, Hicken here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden Eye & Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses or refractive lens exchange and classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. Picture perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. Call now for your free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, they're keeping the First Coast focused.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple of years ago. Went smooth as silk. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. Was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
As soon as possible.
at 641-1010.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
Your yard starting to look a little like a jungle? Well, it might be time for a little TLC. Or how about RTC, Russell Tree Care? At Russell Tree Care, they give your trees the perfect haircut. Whether it's trimming or removing, they'll make sure your yard looks its best, all while keeping safety as a top priority. Call Russell Tree Care today and let them take care of your trees. Russell Tree Care, 844-4Mr. Wood. That's 844-467-9663. Or visit RussellTreeCareLLC.com today. Your trees will thank you.
Hacker here with an opportunity. Drop 40 pounds by the 4th. You can do it. I dropped my first 40 in 6 weeks. Hayes did it, Dempsey, Ballou, and thousands of others have done it. 40 by the 4th with Awaken180weightloss.com.
Mia here for my friends at Closets by Design. It's been a few months since they built my custom closet. Even my family is obsessed. And with Father's Day right around the corner, why not surprise Dad with his own custom garage workspace? Tool storage, workbenches, the whole works. Closets by Design creates custom solutions for every space, lifestyle, and budget. That includes Dad's. Call to schedule your free in-home consultation and receive 40% off plus an additional 15% off. Visit closetsbydesign.com.
Family owned and managed for 20 plus years, Hidden Hills Golf Club boasts a unique and welcoming atmosphere. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com to book your next round on our Arnold Palmer signature course. You'll be glad you did.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Super Tuesday, rocking and rolling here. The least successful franchise in NBA history is the Charlotte Hornets. They've not picked number one in the NBA draft 34 years. 19 other franchises have picked number one in that span. It's unbelievable. Our Jacksonville Jaguars will be getting the schedule here fairly soon, as in tomorrow night. So we'll start to take a look at that and break that down. Somewhere I have the international series. Week 10, November 10th, Monday Night Football, Eagles at Packers.
Week 10.
November 10, Monday Night Football.
So that's that's not an international game.
No. I was just passing
Eagles,
that one.
Packers?
Yeah.
Is this official or is this
That's official.
or is this
Monday Night Football?
The Chiefs have become the Christmas night team.
Hey, they've earned it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's fine.
Yeah, I know.
I got no problem with that.
Yeah. I thought the idea of Christmas Day football would be awesome. But what I've learned after having it for these last couple of 3 years, on Christmas, buy that night game. I'm not, but you got big time like fantasy and other issues too, I guess. But
you watch it though.
I guess. Well, last year we were on the cruise ship. I didn't watch hardly anything that week.
No, you're like the Crunks.
But my point was though, I think even when home, man, you reach a saturation point because of all the holiday stuff. You've been up early. I'm just saying that late Christmas night game, is a little harder watch than
you think?
Some of the others.
All right.
I think.
All right.
I used to love back in the day when I was helping Santa Claus on Christmas Eve, they would play that Hawaii Bowl game.
Oh,
that would give me something to watch while I watched Santa put together, nod, wink, wink. While he's doing the heavy lifting, and I was getting the milk for him.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
I had it here. Now I've misplaced it. So
boy.
The international series, but it does have the Jaguars and the Rams. I'll get to it in just a second. I'll keep searching. But what I noticed was there's like 7 or 8 games now. Here's what the NFL has done. This is the evolution of the international series for folks to understand. Way back when it started, there's going to be a team in London. We want a team in London, okay? And then they started researching it, okay? And they realized,
no one wants
logistically, that's next to impossible.
The way their current line of thinking is the right way.
So
smart way.
They said, well, wait a second. If that's not going to work, and it's just because you need an office in the States, you're flying back and forth. NFL teams are changing players all the time. They're working guys out. It'd be next to impossible. Anyway, with that said, then they said, okay, well, what if all the teams play an international game?
Right. And you have to play 2 every 8 years.
And we rotate them. Right. And so that seemed to work. And then they said, well, what if we play in different places? So, for example, this year, week 1, we have the Thursday night where the Super Bowl champ opens at home. That will be Philly and Dallas. Then the Friday night game has become the Tom Brady,
Brazil
Giselle, Sao Paulo, Dancing in the Flowers in Brazil game. And that apparently is the Chiefs Chargers.
Not sure those two are officially linked to the Friday night game, but it is in Brazil where Giselle is from.
Okay. But so now we go to Spain, we go to Germany, we go to Mexico, we go to a bunch of different
Aren't
countries.
they going to, is it Australia or China or somewhere?
We got a lot of places.
Japan, somewhere.
A lot of places. But the the one that stood out to me was on the 28th of September, the Vikings are playing in Dublin.
Okay.
Dublin.
Sure.
And then on the 28th of September, and then the 5th of October, I think it is.
Okay.
They're playing in London.
So they're doing the two.
It looks like they're
doing double Europe like we did last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
A 2-week vacation.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, that makes you wonder if Minnesota has designs on being a more stable presence over there, just like the Jaguars have tried to be.
Or do they get like, oh, man, this stinks?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Did we ever get an official ruling from the Jags on does this stink? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know the Jags have done it 2 years in a row, right? They won't do it this year, right?
The Jags only play
just
one game.
Yeah, they're not playing
Which
at home and away.
So the Jags, again, this is actually, it should be this way, quite frankly, because it's you go over Thursday, you come back Sunday night. It's just like a West Coast trip, actually.
All right.
It's a little bit longer, but yeah.
Well, they've done it enough. They should have it down.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway,
But that's confirmed that it'll be Jags-Rams in London.
Yeah, I've just misplaced it.
Yeah, but you did see that as released by the NFL.
Saw it somewhere.
I mean, could I literally just right now Google and have these
you
answers?
could. I would appreciate that. I appreciate you helping me on that one.
I didn't understand.
Mike Easter's over here flopping in the wind, and you're
really
just like waiting for me to come up with it. Like it's my beat. It's not my beat.
Well, I mean, you teased it. I didn't want to steal your thunder.
You're not stealing it at all.
I mean, you snooped and scooped the other day.
You're not stealing it at all. Here it is, 2025 International Series. Chiefs Chargers, September 5th.
Okay, but that's not international.
September 28th. Well, it is international. Sao Paulo.
The Chiefs and
yeah. September 5th, Friday, September 5th. September 28th, the Vikings and the Steelers. October 5th, the Vikings and Cleveland in London. London gets 3 weeks in a row. October 12th, they get the Broncos and the Jets.
Ugh.
And then October 19th, they get the Rams and the Jags.
That's by far the best team so far is the Rams.
Berlin gets the Falcons and the Colts.
Okay, those are also the Falcons
In
are
November.
another team that's going over there a lot. You can see some of these owners like going more than others.
And then Madrid gets Washington and Miami.
And you look at those guys, those international owners, Shad Khan and his ties to London.
Yeah.
You've got Arthur Blank, and I'm sure through Home Depot and other areas, ties to Europe.
So this year's 4 is Brazil.
Ziggy Wilf, your favorite owner.
Ziggy, yeah. Brazil, Ireland, Germany, and Spain are the other 4 besides
Mexico.
England.
Oh, you didn't say
I don't see
Mexico?
Mexico?
Oh, I thought we did Mexico.
I don't know. Maybe not. This is what I have in front of me. So it's Berlin, London, Dublin, and Sao Paulo. Interesting.
When the schedule comes out tomorrow, I mean, there's the things that I look for the first thing I do is I look at the Jags schedule.
Okay.
That's first.
That's tomorrow night, by the way.
Second, I go to, Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night.
Okay.
Thanksgiving and late season Saturday. And that's really all I do. And then I read about the schedule. I don't go like team by team. I go Jags, game by game for sure. Might look at the Falcons still. I might still look at theirs. More looking for the primetime games. But I like seeing those Saturday. I like seeing the Sunday night, Monday night games, the Thursday night game, the Thanksgiving Day, and then like the Christmas and Saturday games late. Those games outside of the Sunday window. I like those. That's what piques my interest. It's interesting to me to see who the NFL is demanding you find popular, because they do. They try and tell you who's popular. Every fan across the country rolls their eyes at X team getting 6 primetime games.
Mm-hmm.
So that always intrigues me to look at that, because Dallas is, most of the country doesn't want to see Dallas in primetime 6-7 times, but That's where they'll put them.
Yeah. Well, I think the NFL knows what they're doing when it comes to marketing.
Well, NFC. Oh no, I'm not saying they're not, but that's the beauty and the majesty of it. The most popular team in the NFL is disliked by
who's getting
80.
a lot of.
What's the most popular by percentage of NFL fans? I wonder what team is most popular by percentage. In other words, 8% of NFL fans are Cowboys fans, or whatever that is.
Oh.
So think about this.
What do you think?
It's
probably still the Cowboys.
Yeah, but it's a low number is my point.
Oh, yeah.
10% maybe, like the total percentage of NFL fans that are Cowboys fans. Let's be generous and say it's 15%. That means 85% could give a care. Or in some cases would rather them not.
The Eagles are getting a lot of.
I wonder if somebody's done this.
A lot of games. I'm sure they have.
But see, they earned theirs. My point with Dallas is they haven't earned anything yet. They'll go. The Bears, they do that. The Jets,
Cowboys are every year.
They put these bad teams in prime time, and it seems
Bears,
unfair.
Eagles. What about the Bears?
Right, the Bears. Are another one. Well, the NFC East gets the most gravitas.
Bears and Eagles is the Black Friday game this year.
That's the one in Brazil.
No, that's Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, gosh. Never mind. I was thinking the Friday after the opener. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Bears, Eagles. Yeah, yuck.
Yeah.
Although the Bears with Ben Johnson, that could be the Bears. That could be good.
Could be good. So, anyway, we'll take a break. We got.
That was fun. Neato gang.
Yeah.
We got a major in golf this week.
Yeah, so we got big picks coming up, too.
I can't get away from it being Scheffler or McIlroy. I can't.
No?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be Scheffler, McIlroy, or how about this? I can't find a third favorite. Like, I feel like it's Scheffler, McIlroy. I have one guy in mind for the third favorite that I don't want to give to you guys because y'all will be picking them, but we can talk about it after. I feel like it's Scheffler, McIlroy, one third favorite, and then literally the rest, 12 to 20 capable, but throw them in a bag and shake them up. So that'll be the backdrop, and we'll have some serious golf talk. We have to give Stewie a 2-segment Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of a wince there, Stewie. I'm sorry. I'm glad you didn't see that facial expression.
Yeah, I don't know.
Back with more next.
Can't just throw that out there in the middle of the show. It has to be discussed.
Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get in the game.
On one, ready.
With 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Superstation.
Hey, don't buy a diamond at one of those big box corporate jewelers in the town center until you see what Beard's Diamonds can offer. Hicken here. Beard's Diamonds will give you a better price on a better quality diamond. Beards, they're not beholden to Wall Street. They are beholden to the people of Jacksonville. Why? Because they're the only locally owned jeweler in the town center. Yes, Beards has the best diamond selection in the region. No middleman prices on hand-picked diamonds. All shapes, all sizes. They also have the top bridal designers like Tacori and Baraggio. And here's something else. Unlike the others, Beards doesn't have commissioned salespeople. Their experts get paid whether you buy something or not. So no pressure, ever. Their associates are diamond experts. They'll teach you how to buy a diamond the smart way. We're really lucky to have Beards here as a refreshing alternative. You get it all. No compromises, highest quality, personal service, no middleman pricing, and unbeatable guarantees. Beards Diamonds, the only locally owned jeweler. They're at the St. John's Town Center.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it work. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Cool Cats Heating and Cooling, the coolest cats in town, setting the standard in our hometown. Quality service, the best around. Coolidge is the cat that cares about your heating and about your air. Cool Cats Heating and Cooling, the coolest cats in town.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, Hicken here. So much of what makes us a family takes place in our homes. That's where Zero Res comes in. I love Zero Res, and this month get Zero Resified from Jacksonville's #1 carpet and air duct cleaner with May Mayhem. A 3-room special starting at $149 plus the 4th room is free. You owe it to yourself and your family to breathe healthy, happy, and clean. Call Zero Res 28757 or go online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and say you want the Hicken special. Zero Res, spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey, and I only like to recommend the best, which is why I'm proud to say that I chose Pella Windows and Doors for my own home. And now's a great time to upgrade your home with 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years of interest-free payments on the best windows and doors in the business. Don't wait. Schedule a free consultation at PellaJacks.com or visit their showroom on Phillips Highway just north of Bay Meadows. For quality you can trust and savings you can't miss, that's Pella Windows and Doors.
Hicken here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Yo, what's happening, folks? It's your main man, E.T. here. And if you've ever been injured in an accident, this is my buddy, Dr. McGowan at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center. You got 14 days to see a doctor and protect your insurance benefits, even if you're at fault. And no matter what you hear, you have the right to choose your own doctor. And I recommend the team at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation. They're auto experts and will guide you through every step of the way to ensure the care you need. Your recovery starts today with McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation.
Join us at Miller Electric May 29th from 4 to 7 p.m. We're on the lookout for talented people, from entry-level to experienced electricians and foremen, security system installation and service technicians, fire alarm system service technicians, and both senior and junior VDV technicians. This is your chance to get hired on the spot. Meet the managers, indulge in delicious food, and snag some awesome giveaways. Don't miss out on this electrifying chance to power up your career. Miller Electric, May 29th, 4 to 7 p.m., 6805 South Point Parkway.
DUI, BUI, don't stress. Call me Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW for Malcolm Anthony.
Swing into the hottest party of the summer. Join First Tee Door Florida at the Yards on June 12th for the Summer Soiree Baja Beach Bash. We're bringing the vibrant spirit of Cabo San Lucas to the First Coast for an evening of family-friendly fun. Enjoy live music, craft cocktails, golf games, raffle prizes, and delicious Mexican-inspired cuisine from Taco Lu. Golf, fiesta, and philanthropy, all to support the impactful programs of the First Tee. Visit firstteenorthflorida.org/summer soiree to secure your tickets today.
At IHRS, we're passionate about solving your hair loss. We're clients too. With the latest hair transplant technology, FDA-approved laser hair therapy, and PRP, we guarantee solutions for both men and women. Call now for a free consultation and receive $250 off. Hair restoration is for me, and it can be for you too. Go to hairforme.com or call 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477.
This is Molly McDonald with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Southern Oak Insurance. Jags quarterback Trevor Lawrence is going into his 5th season with the Jags and is hoping to take the team back to the playoffs for the 2nd time in his career and lead the franchise to new heights. The Jags have made it known that he is the face of the franchise and continue to put pieces around him to help benefit Lawrence. Lawrence's former head coach at Clemson, Dabo Swinney, spoke on Lawrence still being the right man to do it for Jacksonville.
Not just the foundation of football, he's got a great foundation to life. He's passionate about doing the work, which is really what it takes. He's just an incredibly grounded guy. He's a great teammate, and man, is he gifted, but he can't do it by himself. They'll just give Travis Etienne the ball enough, he'll make something happen. I think they've put some good pieces. Obviously, Travis Hunter, man, wow, what an amazing young talent he is coming in there, and sounds like, again, they're getting the offensive line where it needs to be.
From XL Primetime Live at the ACC Spring Meeting, it's 71 degrees at 8:05, time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Welcome back. We got a Dream Finders Homes Comeback Kid series. We've had this
We've done this thanks to Dreamfinders Homes and the J Fund. It's a big week for the J Fund because this weekend is the J Fund Gala. That's on Sunday night. The golf tournament's on Monday. All the celebs rolling into town here. Tom Coughlin and the boys will be out there. We'll be out there Sunday night. So looking forward to that. And so we've had this series on the drill thanks to our friends at Dreamfinders Homes that recognize J Fund childhood cancer patients who've overcome some incredible challenges. And we want to celebrate with them, right? Because the J Fund's been around long enough. One of the great things about a process, it's been around so long that we got these kids. We got Liam Gonzalez in here right now, who is a young man now. He's a senior in high school.
Okay.
And he had childhood cancer a long time ago, right, Liam?
Yes, sir.
How long ago?
I was 3 years old when I had cancer.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I had a 3.5-year treatment.
So you remember a little bit?
Yes, sir. I do remember a little bit.
What is your memory? Because one thing we've learned about this process, it's always much tougher for the parents. The parents went through. It's unimaginable, and you should have special love for the people that raised you, Liam. But anyway, what do you remember about your battle with cancer?
I agree. Like, I definitely remember like my parents struggling a lot more than I did.
Yeah.
But I remember like my hands peeling from like the chemotherapy and like my nails falling off. And I always remember feeling tired all the time.
Yeah.
And, like exhausted.
Yeah.
And not being able to go to school and feel normal like most kids.
Liam Gonzalez is our guest here. He's part of the Dreamfinders Comeback Series. And now you're doing great.
Yes, sir.
You're all grown up. You're a senior. Tell folks where you go to high school and your future plans.
I'm a senior at Episcopal School of Jacksonville.
Shout out Eagles.
And I'm graduating this Saturday.
Oh.
I plan on attending Florida State University and studying civil engineering.
So we ain't playing. We're going. We're going to civil engineering. You got to take real classes.
Sure.
That's not like journalism, like we did broadcast.
How long was your? I don't listen to him. How long was your what? Two or three when diagnosed?
Yes, sir.
How long was the battle until you were cancer free?
It was 3.5 years.
So that's like you're just graduating into remembering things for the first time, as like all of us. You start to form memories.
Yeah.
Had you having the cancer and just doing what you needed to do to get through it? Did you just kind of feel like you were some other kid who had a broken arm and was wearing a cast, and this is just what you had to do, or did you know how, big this was, how potentially, dangerous it was? I'm just curious of your sense of that stage of your life, how you were approaching it, if you can remember it being that, analytical.
At a young age, I had like no idea like how big of a deal this was.
It's kind of a blessing, I guess, isn't it? A little bit. You've got some blinders on that you're just doing what you got to do and what they're telling you to do.
For sure, yeah. I was definitely like a lot less stressed out than I would have been if I had cancer.
Like if you knew. Yeah.
He was diagnosed, so people know, with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you learn those words ever? I mean, did you know that?
Not at all.
Or just I'm sick. Okay, so we talked about how you're doing. Talk about the J Fund and how they supported you and your family, and why you guys have chosen to, kind of stay with them through all these years.
So during my treatment, the J Fund always like helped my family. They had support groups for my parents. They always had events and fundraisers, and they had like Valentine's events and Christmas events, and they always took us to football games. I remember walking out on the field at the Jaguars games and stuff.
That's what a great memory that is.
I do remember that.
Because he played football for Episcopal, so he's an athlete, weightlifting and track and field as well. So, so you graduate this Saturday?
Yes, sir. I do.
And so, what are we doing Saturday night? What's the plan?
Turning up, Dan.
Grad parties.
Grad parties?
Yes, sir.
All day.
Yes,
Probably
sir.
got a couple on Sunday too.
Probably. Yes, sir.
One of the great. This is what you do. I don't know if you guys hosting a grad party? Your family?
Not officially. Yeah.
Not officially. Now, what you do is did you send out all your announcements?
No, sir.
Oh man, you got to let the money roll in, baby. Right?
It's all a business for Dan.
Yeah.
You could start a consulting business for graduating seniors. How to maximize, your graduation financially.
Honestly.
Huh?
I got to
do a little digging, who to hit up, who not to. They're not going to make the list. But that's Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom's cheap. We're not going to.
I got a stack of them at the house. We got to you got to get through. Like,
have you ever tried sending them out without having an actual graduate, and then you could just pocket the cash, just make it up?
What do you think?
That's a good idea.
Huh?
Thank you, Lee.
Little Billy Hicken would like to
Thank you.
invite you to.
Yeah. So, awarded a Tom Coughlin J Fund scholarship.
Yes, sir.
So congratulations on
Thank
that.
you so much.
You applied for it. Tell me about what that'll help you when you go off to FSU. FSU, by the way, now like Florida in terms of getting into the school there, it ain't easy. So obviously you did very well.
Yes,
you talked about civil engineering, so that tells me that you got a brain in your head. Tell me about the scholarship and how you found out about it and all that.
I found out about it through Miss Rita Maley, and with the scholarship, it will help relieve stress financially. So I have like more time to like really expand in like my college experiences and like join intramural sports and clubs and stuff. Really get the full college experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations on that. That again, it's one of the benefits of having a charity like the J Fund around for such a lengthy time. I mean, we don't have benefit. I love success stories.
Well,
right?
we visited with these kids and parents.
Yeah.
When it was 16 years ago in his case. Not this specifically, but so it's great to see. It's great to see, and hopefully hear for everyone listening what your money every year is doing.
Yes,
and what it's supporting, and the success and the tangible results that are coming out of it. In fact, the J Fund Celebrity Golf Classic is coming up this weekend. The silent auction is open. Some really cool stuff in there. So you can go ahead and visit tcjfund.org.
Oh, very nice.
You can bid on some items there and know that money's going to a great cause as well.
All right, what do we got this summer, Liam?
Are we starting school early? We hanging back? What are we doing?
Sir, I leave June 20th.
Oh, man. We don't get much time.
No, sir.
That's okay. Well, that's all right. Are we in a dorm? Where are we at?
I'm dorming with one of my good friends from Episcopal.
Okay, that'll be fun.
All right. Is he a good kid?
He's a good kid.
All right, we're okay there. All right, just checking for mom. Just want to keep it real between. I know what happens in college.
Have any ideas for selling some sort of contraband or anything?
No. Do you know what dorm
books,
you're in?
Books.
No, sir,
They haven't gotten your assignment?
No, sir.
How many classes are we taking this summer?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet? What is your favorite class at Episcopal? Shout out to one of your teachers. Who's your favorite teacher at Episcopal?
This is hard to leave out for others.
Would be Miss Fitz, my English teacher.
Miss Fitz.
Who's your least favorite? No, I'm kidding.
Well, listen, man, you're a great kid. Congratulations on everything. We're happy for you. We're proud of you.
What a great example for the J Fund and its execution.
The only negative is you got 4 years of pain, with the football stuff.
Yeah,
the family's going to be
as a
disappointed.
football fan, it could be hard.
Do you think mom will keep coming over like that? When you're
who do the parents root for? Are they FSU?
They're FSU. It's FSU family.
All right.
Got an FSU family here, which is okay, but
they got all the success, kids. Sorry.
Liam says he's calling the win over Bama.
What do you have, like Jameis? Are you old enough yet for that one?
Sir?
Jameis, are you old enough to soak that in? Yeah, when was that? How long ago was that?
Jameis was 14?
14, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that long.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of long. It's 11 years.
But he was 7, 8 years old.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. Yeah. 7, 8-year-old, that's fun. Yeah, that's a good time.
Also, he entertains me in the NFL as well.
Oh, yes, he does.
He's a nut.
Yes, he does. What do you think of Travis Hunter?
I think he's a really good pick.
Yeah. You excited about the Jags?
I am. But something I'll always remember about Travis is how he flipped on Florida State.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
That's true.
That's fair.
That's true.
We haven't really talked about that with that segment of the fan base.
Yeah.
Kind of got forgotten a little bit.
They'll forgive him.
Yeah.
Well, Florida State fans.
You won't? Yeah. That's good. I like that.
I can respect that.
All right.
Congratulations, Liam.
Thank you so much.
Liam
Thanks for
Gonzalez,
stopping
part of our
and
Dream Finders
chatting with
Comeback
us.
Series. Kids, terrific. We appreciate it. Looking forward to this weekend and the J Fund Gala. We got more coming up here on The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Take the straightaway at 200 miles an hour.
He's got him. Oh, they're ready to go.
It's NASCAR's All-Star Race at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Sunday night, NASCAR is tuned up by Maxie's Mechanics on Jacksonville's NASCAR station 1010XL.
Mia here, and I'm just going to cut to the chase. What you really want to know is, why buy from Arlington Toyota? How about over 800 vehicles, one lot, 60-day exchange, and friendly credit for everyone? Plus, right now, get $0 down and just $288 per month for a pre-owned 2022 Toyota Corolla. Or how about no payments till August 2025? Shop in person on Atlantic Boulevard, just a quarter mile east of 295, or online anytime at arlingtontoyota.com.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Mike Dempsey, and now's the time to get your roof hurricane ready with Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacks Beach. Look, our rainy season is no joke, and if your roof's got damage, leaks, or it's just plain worn out, don't wait. Apex is local, dependable, and will show up on time using only premium materials with ironclad warranties. No shortcuts, no stress, just quality work you can trust. Skip the storm season scramble. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacks Beach or visit apexroofingfl.com.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save 15% on roof replacements and repairs now through May 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Oh, you know what we call the spring season around here? It's selling season around here, being the office of Chad and Sandy Newman, your real estate agents that you can know and trust to get the job done. At the end of the day, it boils down to a simple promise and guarantee from Chad and Sandy. By the way, go to chadandsandy.com. You see more of what I'm talking about. That's chadandsandy.com, 414-6200. But bottom line, they bottom line it just like this. Your home sold, guaranteed, at an agreed upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Rates are down, activity's up. It's the best time in years to sell your home. Better not be sitting on the market. It could be going with the experts like Chad and Sandy, maximizing equity, minimizing hassle. That's the key. That's why we're recommending. So maybe your family's growing, you need more space, and you don't want to worry about the hassle of home improvements. Get what your home is worth with chadandsandy.com.
Flavorful lunch? Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad in every bite. It's quick and delicious, so why wait? Come taste the best chicken salad today at Town Center, Durbin Park, or Butler Point at Chicken Salad Chick.
The best teal-colored coverage includes Mia's Quick Hits.
Get the latest news from inside the building and around the league. I'm Mia O'Brien, 1010XL's NFL Insider.
Driven by Arlington Toyota. Available on the video and social channels of 1010XL.
Get this. Joey and me were supposed to go to this concert next week, right? But then something terrible happened. Joey was driving without a seatbelt. But he didn't wreck. No, he got pulled over. Now Joey has to pay for a seatbelt ticket instead of a concert ticket, and I have to go by myself. How lame is that? So Joey, if you're out there, you're an idiot. Wear your seatbelt or you'll get a ticket.
All across the country, cops are cracking down. Click it or ticket, day and night.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Raise the stakes on excitement at Best Bet, your go-to spot for unbeatable entertainment, with locations in Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. Not a poker pro? No problem. Get in on the casual games, like Ultimate Texas Hold'em and one-card poker. Hungry? Fuel up your game. We're serving up delicious bites and craft cocktails, and we're open late. For details, visit bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com. Best Bet, your go-to spot for a thrilling night.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, I hear a pop quiz.
Hey, man, what's going on? We're getting ready for Wednesday?
You jumping back in here or something, E?
Yeah, man, just getting y'all boys right, man.
All right.
Gotta test y'all's knowledge, man.
All right. Send you off to college, try to gain a little knowledge.
The running back position has made a comeback per se,
Yes.
and it's been a very popular topic here in Jacksonville since we drafted 2 running backs.
Yes, we did.
Gentlemen, I've accumulated a list of running backs with at least 1,500 yards among active players. There's 7 of them.
15,000, you mean?
Yeah, nope. 1,500 yards in a season.
Oh.
1,500 yards in a season among active players.
There's only been 7, huh?
There's only been 7.
We know a couple off the top.
Sure.
Derrick Henry.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry has 4.
4 of them?
Yep. 2020, he ran for 2,027. 2024, he ran for 1921. 2019, he ran for 1540. In 2022, he ran for 1538.
All right, I'm going to say...
You said Saquon already, too, as well? Yes, that is correct.
Since when, by the way? Since what year?
Just active. Yep, active.
Didn't Jonathan Taylor have a year he had 1,700 yards? Bro?
Jonathan Taylor is correct. In 2021, he ran for 1811.
Yeah.
What about McCaffrey do that or no?
1,600 is the
15.
number? Yeah.
1,500 is the number.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey.
Uh-oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
We're asking each other.
Oh, yeah. Keep asking each other.
We're just asking each
What about
active? What about
Did Josh Jacobs Jingleheimer Schmidt just do it?
Josh Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
His name is my name too.
In 2022, he ran for 1653.
Okay.
What about did Ezekiel Elliott do it? Is he still active?
Yeah.
That boy cooking.
Is he still active?
He's still active. In 2016.
Where is he?
I don't know where he's at right now, but
back to Dallas, so that would sound right.
So he's in 2016 he ran for 1631.
Okay.
Let him cook.
All right. Oh, is that a hint?
No. That's not a hint. I was just saying, let Jeff cook.
There's a couple.
I was gonna say.
Y'all missing 2.
I was gonna throw out. He said it twice.
Oh wow! I did just kind of drop a hint in there.
It is Dalvin.
I didn't even mean to say
Dalvin
that.
have one? I would have never guessed him. But that triggered
in 2020.
Yeah, he gave it to us.
I didn't even mean to.
So there's one left.
There's one left.
It's a hard one. I'm thinking. I think Kamara was more dual.
Let me look.
I don't think Kamara ever got to 16 and 15. You said 15?
15.
15 of them things.
I don't think Kamara got to 1,500. I'm also thinking about. Did Joe Mixon have a 1,500-yard year?
Could be.
That's a lot of yards, man.
It is.
Have we said him?
No, y'all have not said this player yet.
What about did Kareem Hunt go for?
That's not bad.
Did he?
Warm. That's real warm, but nah.
So it's a different Chief. It's one of those Chiefs running backs. Oh, Chubb.
Let him cook.
Yeah,
Nick Chubb.
Yeah, Chubb.
Very good.
In 2022, Nick Chubb ran for 1525.
All right,
Very
that's
good.
it. Put it to bed. Is that all of them?
It's all of them.
Yeah, you said that. We got him. All right, we didn't do too bad there. Yeah, Chubb's hard because he doesn't show up anywhere in your recent memory banks.
Have y'all seen that video of him working out? Where he was jumping over the hurdles and then he jumped and touched the roof with his head? Very impressive.
Well, the Browns didn't look like they were super optimistic about his future with the way they handled draft day. Let's do segment and a half guy. Can we do that? Or
yeah, why don't we do that? Play the open and we'll bring in.
It's
we'll
big
get
for you. Segment
we
and a
got
half
a lot going on here.
We'll welcome this week's winner, Sepp Straka, in studio with
Now, Brunch with the Tour. Trained by
Please punch in studio.
And Apex Roofing and Contracting, elevating industry standards on 1010XL.
What's up, Sepp?
Dang. Try it, my dog.
Huh? What do you got? What's the matter?
Good week in Philly.
Oh yeah, how was it?
Yeah, it was good. It was wet.
Got a lot of this. This is the narrative coming out of it from the golf world.
Oh.
We need to play more tournaments in the Northeast at old courses.
Yeah.
What's your response?
I would say, one, that's a great idea.
Okay.
Two, we could not fit on that golf course more than 12,000 fans per day, which it looked great on TV. It was packed, but that's a really small property. It's about the same as like going out to a Timuquana, right? You can't.
Okay.
Like you couldn't put 40,000 people on Timuquana as great as it is. And so I think when you look about trying to, maximize revenue and all that good stuff, you also have to think about, Philly's a great market. There should be a PGA Tour event in Philly. They've got the PGA Championship next week, so that they get.
Can't put them everywhere, right? There's a lot of good golf courses. And there's other golf courses that have lost tournaments themselves already that might want to get back in line.
And we don't have any open weeks. And when you go to the Northeast, you got May through September, so someone's got to go during that stretch. And we're pretty baked out for tournaments. But guys love the old golf courses.
Is that what it is?
It was interesting to go from TPC Craig Ranch to Philly Cricket. I mean, two polar opposites of the architecture spectrum. But I thought it was interesting early in the week because everyone's thinking, well, these guys are going to work their way around the golf course and 2 irons. And Rory's like, I'm just going to hit driver everywhere and
deal with
fly it over the bunkers, and I'll deal with the rough.
I thought it was a good event. I thought the leaderboard was good.
Did we have a 104-yard par 3 one day?
95 yards.
95 yards.
Yeah, which I love.
How did they score on that? I was just
not great.
Not great.
Not great.
Yeah,
right?
it was. You think it would be just a birdie fest.
So what's wrong with doing a little more of
the
that?
average? What do you think?
Just having one, because I know there's one this week that's like 298 or something.
Final round.
Yeah.
By the way, so you got the best of in the field or playing. It's the final round. I watched the golf. Not a particularly tricky, difficult, pin position. It's a little on the front, but from 95, you would think there'd be a ton of guys that would be throwing darts here and there.
Right.
So tell me what was the average distance from the pin in the final round on that 95-yard hole?
Wow, stat guy over here.
14 feet.
I was going to say
it's going to be more.
I was going to say 18 feet.
Because I remember you've told us like a 100-yard shot. Tour golfers, it's not inside 10 feet.
Yeah. It's 25 feet. It's 100, and this is right in line. It was 20 feet.
20 feet.
95 yard. The average distance from the hole was 20 feet. Now, look, that means for every 5-footer, somebody hit it 30 feet.
Right, for sure. And I think the majority of the guys that you're watching on TV are the best players in the world playing at the top of their game. You're not watching the guy in the 8 a.m. Pairing. It's +4 after shooting 78 on Saturday, hit a wedge in there. So it is a little bit skewed. But I thought it was great. I mean, listen, those old golf courses, it's always a great mix of par threes. Somewhere along the line we got into architecture where the 4 par threes need to be 2 1/4. These guys need to be ripping 5 irons. Right. Yeah, that has a time and place, but I do love the courses that either have a par 3 like this or they say, hey, we're going to move the tee up. Yeah. Even Augusta did it on 4 this year. Those guys were hitting 9 irons into 4. Yeah. I think Thursday or Friday morning they moved it all the way.
There's nothing wrong with having one of the par 3s like
Make
that.
one long and 3 short.
Right.
Short. Because it's hard. I do think this. I think it's just as hard for those guys to play an 88-yard par 3 as it is 141-yard par 3.
It's very awkward, And then you're sitting there, do I tee up my lob wedge? Do I put it on the ground?
I would be in favor of putting one, quote, tricked-up hole per tournament somewhere. Right. Like, not only 95, but put the pin in the middle of the bunker for you know what I mean? Put it somewhere just, all right, boys.
And juxtapose that with, the U.S. Open's coming up at Oakmont next month. I think number 8's going to play, 295.
Yeah, honest to God, it is. Yeah,
295. What are we doing?
Yeah, and there's a par 5 that's almost 700.
Did we not have a par 3 that was 300 at one of these, or no?
Yeah,
287.
We've hit 3 almost. I think if it's a little downhill, they'll play it. But,
that's.
But it was a good week. Sepp Straka, you go up there and you want to see JT, and Rory kind of never really made that big move, but Sepp it's an emerging player, man. He is a chill dude. He's played the Ryder Cup. I think he's just.
Is this his second win this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He averages the most birdies per round on tour. I think he's got the lowest scoring average now, or he's close to it.
And shout out to his caddy, Dwayne Bach, who used to caddy for Kevin Kisner, big, long-time guy. Used to play mini tours with him back when I was competing against Tiger and guys like that.
Often played in the group behind Tiger.
I don't like to talk about it a lot, guys. So let's not get
Career
into it
earnings
today,
over $5,000 for Stewie Moore.
But let's call it 4.8 million. No,
4,800. 4,800.
So Dwayne's injured. He's actually there. Takes the week off, and then Sepp hires a caddy. It's a mini tour guy that's a buddy of his. He plays with. Guy comes up. Now I have no idea. 3.6 million.
Yeah.
Theoretically, if that's Dwayne Bach, it's 360. So I don't know if Dwayne's getting a little kick.
You should give him half and half.
Yeah.
The one guy should be happy to get. He would have never thought he's going to make 180 for the weekend, so he shouldn't complain.
There was a story. This guy, the caddy, is a player, right?
Yeah, mini tour guy.
And there was a story about this happening before. Somebody, a tour player, won using a caddy, extra caddy, and it funded him, and he ended up becoming a tour. I can't remember who it is, though.
I mean, even if he gives him $250 and kicks Dwayne $250 if you're playing mini tours is like $10 million.
Right.
It's asinine.
Yes. It keeps you going.
And then shout out to Dwayne, literally one of the nicest guys ever. Sepp Straka, you'd think he would go straight from Philly to Charlotte for the PGA. Dwayne got him on Pine Valley today. So Sepp is playing the number one golf course in the world as a birthday present, and then going to fly down to Charlotte.
Well, it was interesting in that leaderboard in watching the tournament. Shane Lowry's kind of become popular, isn't he?
Yes.
We're seeing him more and more on the leaderboard on the weekend. Like I was down.
Not winning.
But I'm just saying it was Mother's Day. So I went down and saw my mom, and Dad's always got the golf on, and my mom by osmosis has watched golf, and I found it interesting that her talking about Shane Lowry. What's Lowry? So that's kind of a barometer for me where guys are falling on this, on the fan spectrum, and
he's the everyman.
He's just not good enough to win, man.
Yeah.
He's just good enough to contend, not good enough to win. He never wins.
Guy.
He never wins.
Yeah.
He'll hold a lead here, there, and everywhere, but he just doesn't win golf tournaments.
Well, he's got a portly figure to him, which obviously I respect.
Yeah, for sure.
He enjoys a Guinness, and he won with Rory in a team event. That kind of brings out your personality.
He knows how to pick really good friends.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, Rory's got all kinds of guys. He never has to pick up a.
He's a good guy. People like his accent. Sounds like a guy.
And he is a good guy. It seems legitimate.
Very, very much a good guy.
Well, in contention, but came up just short. ET, can we add up maybe the totals? From out, I get excited.
Why don't we do that? We'll come back and
do our pick. Segment me.
I thought we could get the totals and go to break and come back and then do the picks and talk a little. I'd like to talk a little bit about the tournament.
Yeah, let's go.
That's all I mean.
All right.
Oh yeah, I got to add them up still.
Yeah, okay. Well, that will do. We'll do that and more. Stupid me. I thought it was done.
Yeah.
Listen to the drill.
Know the show.
Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Come aboard the Frangie Express.
Pedal to the metal right now. Pedal to the metal. All right, let's go.
Frank Frangie.
One with a golden touch.
And Hayes Carline.
So you're the top dog around here.
They are the Frangie Show. Afternoons on 1010XL.
Unlike those big corporate-owned stores, Beard's Diamonds doesn't rely on AI to help you find the right diamond. Beard's Diamonds specializes in DI, Diamond Intelligence. As Town Center's only locally owned jeweler with international connections, Beard's Diamonds is the smart choice for choosing the right jewelry for any occasion. Our Diamond Intelligence comes from years of helping your Jacksonville neighbors and connecting them to beautiful, dazzling diamonds from top designers like Tacori and Verragio. Diamond Intelligence is about finding the diamond that expresses what words can't and leaves her speechless. And Diamond Intelligence is tapping into partners from around the globe to find your true treasure without the middleman markups and bottom-line algorithms. Come experience the local, loyal, and helpful difference of Beard's Diamonds in Town Center, home of Diamond Intelligence. There's nothing artificial about it. Beard's Diamonds, proud to be Jacksonville's jeweler at the St. John's Town Center.
Hey, Hicken here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden & Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. Picture perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's so easy. Call now for your free screening. It's Bowden & Associates. They're keeping the First Coast focused.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Come in, Linda. Over.
We got a sea of new vehicles and they're priced so low they're rocking the boat. Come check out our biggest selection of inventory with prices that don't break the bank and our wow ya experience that will ensure smooth sailing for your next car purchase. Plus, take advantage of our peace of mind warranties, transparent pricing to provide you with a peace of mind. You better beat the surge and head to the all-new Beaver Toyota or Chevrolet for the car buying experience you deserve.
When you're experiencing sudden, unexpected dental pain, the last thing you want to hear is that your dentist can't see you until next week. That's why I'm so glad I found Harbor Dental Care. Whenever I call, they always find a way to see me within 24 hours, and they can usually fix whatever's wrong the same day. Plus, they have locations throughout Jacksonville, so no matter what side of town I'm on, I can always count on the same great care. If you want to find a dentist who believes in treating people right, learn more at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
This Saturday, Navy Mutual would like to salute all men and women that serve in our armed forces. In 1949, President Truman designated the third Saturday in May as Armed Forces Day due to the unification of all 5 branches of our military into the Department of Defense.
Committed to the mission. At Navy Mutual, we're committed to providing high-quality life insurance to members of the military and their families. Because at Navy Mutual, our highest commitment is to you. Visit NavyMutual.org.
Takes home the Wanamaker Trophy.
The defending champion says,
Hear updates and coverage of the PGA Championship. Driven by St. John's Middle School Athletic Association and TopDressing.com. Follow the leaders on 1010XL.
Got a leaky faucet? AC blowing hot air? A funky smelling septic tank? No worries, Duck Rooter has your back. We're your one-stop shop for plumbing, septic, and air conditioning, so you can stop juggling 3 companies and just make one easy call. Our expert techs are fast, friendly, and really know their ducks. I mean stuff. Call 904-862-6769 or visit DuckDuckRooter.com. Duck Rooter, plumbing, septic, AC, and a whole lot of quacking good service.
Hello, I'm attorney Malcolm Anthony. Being charged with domestic violence can turn your life upside down. If you're in trouble, call me Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
Hey, certainly facing weird economic times, right? Dow goes up, Dow goes down, tariffs, no tariffs. I don't know, but I do know who knows. Those are the guys at ITP. My ITP partners, Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money, gives me a real sense of peace. Something happens, I can call, I ask questions, and I get the answers. Sometimes I don't understand them, but I trust them. Chris Bryant, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. Expertise, experience, knowledge, they've seen it all. They'll sit down with you. They'll spend time with you. They hear what you have. They make your goals their priority. Great time to get started. For information, Chris at ITBPartners.com. Chris at ITBPartners.com or call 312-9751. They're ITB partners. They're my financial partners for life. Non-compensated client testimonial may not be representative of all client experiences. No guarantee of future performance or success.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit BarrOrthopedics.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, XL Brunch with the Tour. Trained by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
and Apex Roofing and Contracting, elevating industry standards on 1010XL.
All right, on to Quail Hollow, where, man, Rory has dominated. I saw yesterday, since like 2020, he's minus 100 at Quail Hollow. The next closest guy is like minus 50. So
who was the next closest?
It was Ricky Fowler and Phil were the second and third guys, and they ain't winning. So would you take the field or would you take Rory or Scotty? If you had Rory or Scotty or the field, which would you take?
I think Charlotte got a lot of rain yesterday, so it's a big ballpark like we've talked about. It's really wet, so there's just going to be flying drivers around the property, which favors the two of those guys. I would not take the field. I'd take the duo.
A shout out to Hideki-san, who really wants to win. He was in the pouring rain yesterday.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Guy.
Like, yeah, I mean, everyone's tried to like putt on a saturated green. You hit it as hard as you can, it goes 4 feet.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, Hideki?
Hideki-san's working.
Yeah,
he's working. You leave him alone.
Why does the tour love Quail Hollow so much? I feel like it's overly rewarded.
Well, that's
why.
This isn't our event, right? So this
Yeah.
is PGA of America.
Yeah.
They now 17 when it was played there the first time. I mean, that place was absolutely packed, probably almost too packed. Long
Who won that year?
Justin Thomas.
It's been that long since he won. That's the one where Mito got tased. That was 2017.
Mito got tased.
Yeah, remember his shot on 18? He spasmed like somebody hit him with a taser.
That's right. I thought you meant literally tased.
No, he got
Shout out to
looked like he got
Mecklenburg Police
tased. In the middle,
Department.
he looked like he got tased in the middle of his swing.
I think Quail is a it's interesting. Obviously, a little bias from Charlotte, but
in my mind, that was more recent. So that's kind of why I asked that also.
You know, President's Cup in 22, and I think they're probably
there again. Yeah, it's been really
they might
featured.
get a Ryder Cup at some point.
Yeah, is it that great a course?
It's a pretty good golf course. But Johnny Harris, who their family, longtime developers in Charlotte, they basically own the club, et cetera. He's always kind of tweaked it year after year after year. And I don't want to say they've over tweaked it, but at some point it's really good and the guys like it. And now it's become a little bit of a bomber's paradise. It's 7,500, a lot of drivers, cutting corners and stuff like that. And you can see why Rory's so successful there. He's the best driver in golf we've seen in the last 20 years.
Well, we do have the addendum to the field this week, and there are a couple or three of the live golfers who are probably worth keeping your eye on. Bryson DeChambeau in particular has played well in all the majors since they split. He seems to be the one guy who's, competitive edge hasn't been dulled like so many others on tour, but it makes that top 10 a little more formidable. Hasn't Justin Thomas played well at Wells Fargo through the years also?
He has. I mean, his big win was 17 for the PGA, but he's played well there. And I mean, listen, this event, and Brooks, I don't think Brooks has been on this game. I don't even know where you go watch the SFS1, and that's not even a shot. It's just like,
no, I hear you. I haven't watched him much at all.
I would think Jaco Neiman would be a guy.
Neiman has been playing well. I to the point now because it when it falls, they play some of these events. It's on at like 8 a.m. when I'm up or. I've watched a little, and with those guys going, it's been good enough. I don't like the format. I don't like the graphics. I don't like. There's so much of it that I don't like.
By the way, shout out to Waco. I said Waco instead of Yako. It's like a W.
I didn't know exactly what you were trying to say.
Isn't the guy's name Joaquin?
Yeah, but everyone calls him Jaco Neiman.
Okay.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
They call you Dumb A.
Well, get in line. Talk to Mrs. Moore. But Brooks, a 3-time PGA champion, another guy that bombs it.
Shout out Mrs. Moore.
Exactly. And I think young Whitman Moore calls me Dumb A every once in a while.
But only behind your back.
Nope, to my face.
Wow.
No, we're modern day parents where we drop F-bombs around each other. There's no don't cuss in front of dad in this house, buddy. You stub your toe, you drop an F-bomb. It hurts. You go to the ground.
At least it's out there. He's owning it.
That's right.
No pretense here.
Out there, and I'm loving it.
I'll tell you what, man. Kudos to the PGA. Listen, I've taken my shots at them for having 20 club pros in the field. Like, what are we even doing?
Right.
Calling it the deepest field. But look at the Xander, Brooks, JT, Mickelson, Morikawa, Brooks, JT. Like, you don't get fluke winners with this event.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
This is
that's a good point. That's good to point out that list of winners.
And I think going to a golf course, listen, the guys hadn't played Oak Hill a whole lot. They hadn't played Southern Hills or the Keel Island. Like, they know Quail Hollow.
Right.
So, and that event turns out, stock.
Well, this should be fun to get to the picks this week because there's a lot of guys you can make arguments for here, whether you're taking some of the the guys that are on tour every week, or whether you're remembering what Stewie said, some guys that have typically played well in the PGA, whether you're taking horses for courses, and some guys who have performed well historically at that event in Charlotte. So,
yeah.
How did it? Have you added it up yet, E?
Oh, I added it up.
No. What do we got? How'd last week look?
All right, last week,
yes.
Dan Hicken took Justin Rose and Hovland.
Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah, you got a total of 44,750.
Yeah, what a great week.
That brought your total to $19.2 million.
Okay.
Jeff Prosser.
Yes, sir.
JT and Xander Schauffele. They totaled you $2.2 million.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Brings your total up to $11.6 million.
Okay.
That brings you to second place.
Oh, we're rising.
Yeah.
We're rising.
I took Colin Morikawa and Ludwig A. Aubert.
Yeah.
It got me 313 bands. Brought my total to 10.2. I'm in third place.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Tour.
Oh, the Tour and that wheel of pain. It's coming.
He took Rory and Spieth. They got him a total of 697 bands. Brings his total to 9.2 million.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'll give up the second pick. I would, by the way, 1 trillion %.
Take the field?
Take the field.
Okay.
Yeah, I would. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And in fact, I'd bet somebody $100 field.
Oh.
Like, I'd take the field. I don't know what the parameters are. I don't know how you do that online. There probably is no such bet.
You want to bet $100?
I'll bet you $100 the field against Rory and Scotty. Yeah. Yeah. Do I think Rory or Scotty are going to win? Yeah, but I'll take the field. There's too many guys in this field playing good golf who have played well here on this golf course, including the defending PGA champion. Mm-hmm. I think was second last year at Wells. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a bunch there. I can't put it on two dudes. Yeah.
I get Scotty and Rory.
You get Scotty and Rory, I'll take the field. Yeah.
Done. Oh.
Ooh. That'd be fun.
Good. Handshake?
You want to go 100?
I wonder if I did.
You want to go 100, though?
Oh.
I'm not doing it for a wheel spin. I'll do it for anything else. $1 million.
No.
$1 million or $1 or $1. I don't care.
No, I'm just saying. Do you want to go up, or do you want to do 50? I mean, I'm just asking you.
Straight cash on me.
I'll do 100.
100, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be 100. Well, just let's first of all.
He already said
Now, hold on a second.
No, I'm asking. That's why I'm asking.
Unless either one of you two big mouths are going to be opening your wallet and contributing anything, then you leave the financial details to us, and y'all play with your tinker toys.
I'm just repeating what you said.
All right.
You said,
he said that's what he asked.
I'm just offering before we make the bet official. I'll take the bet.
You often throw terms out and then you negotiate them down. Okay, y'all don't need to step into the process. You don't have any entity in this. You get to watch if we reach agreement. So
I will be locked in all weekend.
Yeah, I'll bet you $20 that.
Let's do 25.
All right, $25.
$25.
Wow. There we go. That extra $5 is going to mean a lot.
Started with 100, Prosper threw out $1 million.
Little bank take big bank, man.
Yeah. No,
I was going 100,
it's not worth it.
Little bank take big bank.
Listen to me.
Okay.
Then fine. All right. How much you want to bet me there, Mr. Big Bank?
Me?
Yeah.
I bet you 100.
I don't want to take E's money. I want to take Dan's. I don't want to take E's.
All right, $25. All right. Now,
but I promise you can find somebody, though.
With that said, it's time to do the Dream Fighters picks. And Stewie, this is a tough one for you. You got to go Scotty or Rory. Which way are you going to go?
I hate this. I feel like everyone thinks Rory's going to win. He's going to go in there. He's going to dominate. He loves Quail. He plays well there. But give me Scotty Scheffler.
Wow. You just opened the door.
Scotty's winning.
It's terrible. Terrible
Scotty's
pick.
winning.
Well, we know where E's going.
Yeah.
Rory.
That leaves it open for JP.
Yeah, and this is a really quick answer for me. It's DeChambeau. I mean, he hits it a mile. He contends and I just contends at every major. Well, I mean, I
no problem with that.
They keep putting him in there, and he keeps finishing. All right, look, this is what he's done. He did 5th at the Masters, missed the cut at the British, 1st at the U.S. Open, 2nd at the PGA last year, and 6th at last. I mean, he's top 6 in every major. Except the British.
I'm taking 2.
And then I'm happy with who I get next because there's 3 guys here that I like.
All right. Well, one I'm taking JT.
Yeah.
He's won there before.
Sure.
I have to. You know, he has to be. I've been playing around a little bit, and it's like, I got a comfortable lead, so I'm fine with where I'm at. So, guy had a good week. I'm not going to go. I'm going to go I'm going to go can't play.
Good. I'm glad you did that because I was dying to take Xander Schauffele.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the defending PGA champ. He was second at Wells Fargo last year, so he likes the golf course.
Yeah.
And it leaves again. There's still another good couple of play. Whoever gets you. This is good, better field for sure.
This is as good as it gets.
I mean, we got guys like Rahm and Morikawa and Oberg.
I'll tell you a bad bet, a really bad bet. And I don't know, like he could win or whatever, but this is just dumb. But how in the world is Tommy Fleetwood like tied for 9th in betting? The guy hasn't even won a damn event, man.
I don't know.
And I know he's in contention, but at some point he's got to win one. So you think he's just going to win a major? Like that's going to be his breakthrough at Quail Hollow? Sorry, I can't.
Top
And he
15
might.
machine.
He's good enough to do it, but he just doesn't do it. Until he does, I could never bet on him. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. Back to it's E, right?
Jeff, you took Morikawa?
No, he
I
took Schauffele.
Schauffele. All right, let me correct that. I'm going with the Rama Bull.
Oh yeah,
like it.
The stare down. You should in a nod to Marcel Robinson. You should not take John Rahm.
That stare down.
All-time greatest stare down in players' history.
Stewie last? Stewie gets the last pick?
All right, Rob Bolton's got Patrick Reed at number 7 in the power rankings.
Wow.
What are we? I don't care what he did at Augusta.
Yeah.
God, I don't love it. I don't love any of it. God, if I had any, you know what?
Can I give you a suggestion?
I would take Corey Connors, but I don't have him.
Can I give you a suggestion?
What you got? Give me a Club Pro.
JT Poston.
I'll give you
Hickory, North Carolina's favorite son. Let's go. Western North. He's a catamount.
Hickory, North Carolina.
You don't want to know what the answer is, and I shouldn't be doing you any favors.
Western.
Okay.
But, I don't know. Your doppelganger was 8th at Wells last year. He's coming off a win. He's got 3 straight top 12s.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you play the doppelganger?
Checking account.
Yeah, man. Why wouldn't you play him?
You know what? Let's do it.
Listen, there's worse guys I could say you favored.
I
literally think these two dudes could be twins. I never noticed it until this Sunday.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sepp Straka is who he's talking about.
Yeah, Sepp Straka. Because Sepp just shaved that head bald. That's what threw it in there for me.
Some of the female listeners probably thought it was Adam Scott you were talking about.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
it actually wasn't. Give me Morikawa.
Okay.
I don't love it. I don't.
Yeah.
He's got.
Who are you thinking about? Who are you thinking about there? Are you thinking
I was
Oberg?
thinking Lowry.
Lowry.
Yeah. I just don't hit it that far.
3 months ago, I brought up Colin Morikawa, and you guys scoffed at me.
Yeah.
You said I'm an idiot, and that I said Colin. Yeah, you did.
And he's proceeded to underwhelm.
He hasn't won since.
Yeah, he's underwhelmed. Yeah.
No, I brought him up as a guy. I go, he's no good. What's the deal?
Yeah.
And you guys don't worry, he'll be
But then
fine.
you took him though.
No.
That was the funny thing.
No, the funny.
I thought that's what it was. Did
No.
you just have him?
No,
Oh,
I brought it up.
I can't keep it up.
Yeah, never mind.
Well, yeah. To the point being, who wins right
It's
now?
a heck of a field. The Dreamfinders Homes picks are locked in. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. I've surged all the way second. I'm happy.
He's
happy this morning.
Dude, I'm not happy.
I'm done with that wheel. I can't ever lose the wheel again, or I'm going to retire. It's going to be a retirement moment for me.
And we got a big $25 bet that just happened.
That'll be fun.
I'm going to be on a plane in 2 weeks.
Where are we going?
We're going to Des Moines, Iowa.
For
the tour event. Got a little pack meeting up there. So
Look at them demoting you down to the champions now.
What
man.
happened?
I mean, you've gone from running the President's Cup to, hey, we need you to go to Dubuque. I mean,
Dubuque.
What do we got? We got.
So I'm saying, no, point being, like, I can't even dial in.
Yeah.
I'm going to need
what do you mean? You're telling me they got no.
Can we bring Tom Alter?
Are you telling me they have no phones in Iowa?
On a plane.
Huh? On a plane?
Yeah.
During the show.
Yeah,
During the
exactly.
segment.
So I got to get strategic here.
I don't know why you're telling us all this right now here,
I don't know.
live on the air.
I'm
But
DFL, and I need someone to come in and make a good pick. That's what I need.
How will you feel about spinning the wheel?
Not great.
Yeah.
not great, he says. Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah,
We'll have some different
But
options.
I do
for
have-
you.
No, we'll give options to you. We will include some options that may
Like-
be penal,
like-
but will be you giving us stuff
Yeah,
rather than suffering.
a
free round.
foursome at the stadium.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You can find
I'm
that.
just saying. I'm not saying you can do it or not, but you will have those.
Yeah.
You know.
I was just thinking.
How
How about
about-
I've got $3,000 in my pocket.
Yeah.
How can I spend it on these guys?
If you have worked for the PGA Tour for now 12 years, and you have not ingratiated yourself better than $3,000 a foursome, I can't help you.
Listen,
Got to give away.
That's much for the
Hold
tour.
on. We got a
Yeah.
giveaway. What do we got, E?
Woohoo! I got a first tour T card.
Yes, sir.
That's getting you discounts to local golf courses all over Jacksonville.
Heck yeah.
All you got to do is holler at your boy.
Duval has paid its dues. Now it's time to shine.
This is Duval Sports Radio, 1010XL.
Hacker here, taking you back exactly 1 year this week. I was only 9 weeks into Awaken 180 and had already dropped 54 pounds. Seriously, that's like shedding a first grader in just over 2 months. That's wild, right? Fast forward to today, 2 months into my maintenance, and I'm still down over 115 pounds. Not a pound put back on. It's like Awaken 180 gave my weight a permanent eviction notice. Now listen up. We all want to have goals, but sometimes they seem to be far-fetched. This one won't be. Dropping 40 pounds by the 4th with Awaken 180. It's doable when you have a proven program with an excellent coach by your side. Weekly weight loss, enjoying the ride, and reaching your goal. We all did it. No reason you can't. Set your goal, make the call, and reach 40 by the 4th with the solution for weight loss. Online at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Enhance your home with Renewal by Anderson's superior craftsmanship and timeless design. Right now, buy 2 windows or patio doors and get the third at 60% off. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires May 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
It's Work Zone Awareness Week, Florida. Every year, lives are lost in work zones because of speeding and distractions. When you see orange cones, remember, slow down, follow the signs, and stay focused. Workers are counting on you to get home safely, and so are their families. Let's work together to prevent crashes and save lives. A safety reminder from the Florida Department of Transportation. Slow your roll. Safety's the goal.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees, about $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 15th.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my success with back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Are you struggling with hair loss? At IHRS, we understand because we've been there too. We're dedicated to finding the best solution tailored just for you.
My hair looks great. It was thinning, and IHRS restored my hair.
It's now fuller, it's thicker, voluminous. It's made me feel great.
With the latest technology and FDA-approved laser therapy, PRP, and non-surgical hair addition, we offer guaranteed solutions for men and women.
With over 35 years of experience, IHRS found a hair restoration for us, and we can find one for you.
For me.
For me.
And me too.
Visit hairforme.com or call 904-777-IHRS. Get a free microscopic analysis and get to the root of your problem. This $395 analysis is yours for free. Call 904-777-4477 now.
This is Molly McDonald with your 1010XL Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by TopDressing.com. Travis Hunter not only brings versatility to the Jags roster, but he also brings energy not only to the field but to the community as well. That could be seen through the Jags selling out their first rookie minicamp practice last Saturday. Jags head coach Liam Cohen believes they got a good one and time will tell.
I would assume, just watching, ran a route yesterday where his shoe came off and didn't quite affect him, made a great catch, and it's more just his presence, right, and the energy that he does provide, both in the classroom, in the meeting rooms, and also out here on the field. So really hard to tell in this kind of setting, though.
Head coach Liam Cohen, sound courtesy of Jaguars.com. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp hit the road for a 6-game series against the Norfolk Tides starting tonight with first pitch at 6:35. It's 75 degrees at 9:01. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill. We're wasting time. Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
All right, time to get nasty. We got to talk about a relationship. We haven't spent enough time on this. I'm disappointed in ourselves, and it's still out there. And I'll start it with this. A lot has happened since we last brought it up, but let's start with this. I'll ask both of you the same question. Do you think Bill Belichick coaches one game at North Carolina?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I think we learned, by the way, the other day, we were right. There is no power structure in the world where North Carolina tells Bill Belichick who can and can't come into the football offices. So
he's definitely coaching.
Yeah, they backtracked on that one awful quick, didn't they? Oh, wait, whoa. Yeah.
Well, a couple things. This Pablo Torre guy is got his grip on this relationship, and he is.
I think it's kind of weak, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, I don't. This is where you do cross the boundaries of what's news and what's not, man. I don't like. And I know times change and the celebrity status.
You say it's weak, but let me ask you a question. When the head coach of the New England Patriots is caught shirtless coming out of a house, and we didn't really even do that story but giggle about it, is that not a story either? But parsing of the relationship that he has out and all those things, I mean, that's.
If the family is
quote concerned for him,
how do you know the family?
According to Torrey's reporting,
again, is that any of our business? If your family's concerned for you, is it my business or ET's or worse, Joe Blow living on the West Side?
Again,
is it his? Is it?
I would answer it this way.
I mean,
as your friend, it would be.
Okay.
If I thought that somebody was.
Okay. What about? Because most of this isn't about friendship. This is about sharing dirty laundry.
No, I get that.
With an eavesdropping public. So
but he's a public.
You're a public figure in Jacksonville. Well, I'm not trying to say you're Bill Belichick.
My dirty business was aired a great deal here in Jacksonville.
Yeah, but and should it have been? That's not the question. Isn't whether it is
probably
or not.
Not for me, but I'm not that big enough boy.
But my point
they sure enjoyed it.
You right now, you to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you to the world.
Yeah.
Compared to Belichick, you to Jacksonville, Belichick to the world. If right now, every day there were comments on BWR and what she was choosing to.
Don't you go after my BWR?
That's what I'm saying, but that's what everyone else is doing with his little SB.
Yeah.
Sugar baby. So I don't know. And again,
BWR ain't 24 either.
Listen, we're guilty of it. Don't get me wrong. It's easy, tongue-in-cheek to laugh, and what are you doing, and who can do this, and who can do that. I'm not saying that, but that's just a flippant passing. I don't understand a dude who gets on his horse to make it all about whatever it is we're going. So anyway.
Disappointing. Well, I'm going to keep going, so I'm not stopping.
I'll stop.
You can
I'll stop. Okay.
Back out of this relationship talk if you want, but I'm not.
All right, keep going.
She was a disappointing second runner-up at the Miss Maine pageant.
Yeah, I saw that. It's too bad. Apparently, she She butchered one of them. I can't remember which category or whatever.
She has a great opportunity that she apparently is going to turn down. This is right up her alley. It's the 34th season of Dancing with the Stars coming up.
She got on?
No, she's going to not do it. She's unlikely to say yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's the same time Bill will be coaching, and she wants to be there for him at UNC.
Oh. Oh.
However, she does have her sights set on a different kind of TV show. She's likely to do whatever Jordan would like to get into in front or behind the cameras. She wants to do some shows in the hosting realm. She's like to do a show like First Look if she had the chance.
Okay.
First Look is a weekly travel and lifestyle television program that highlights top travel destinations. Well, who wouldn't want to do that?
Sure.
Pross, I'll do that show.
Right.
This week,
Right.
I'm in Bandon Dunes.
Okay.
Belichick is sitting down this week.
Who is Pablo Torre, and what is his
Pablo
dog
Torre?
in this fight to begin with?
I don't know if he has
It's
a
just
dog
like
in the
tabloid
fight.
journalism.
No, Pablo Torre was a journalist.
I'm asking,
he used to be on, ESPN guy.
Okay.
Anyway, he is sitting down with Strahan on Friday for Good Morning America. I don't know if the interview's already done.
Okay.
The last time he did an interview, the crazy lady cut off a question about how they met, reportedly stormed out, causing a delay.
Sure.
Since then, there's been a media firestorm around the relationship, her influence, and whether Belly will actually coach. Pablo Torre remains convinced there's a chance that he doesn't coach at UNC.
And does he offer any rationales to why?
I don't have all that in front of me, but I'm just telling you what I've been reading.
I'm guessing Pablo Torre isn't on the Belichick Christmas card list.
No, he's.
I bet you Belichick, even at the age of 72,
But I don't know that he.
I
don't know that he has an axe to grind with.
You don't think
Belly.
so?
I don't think so. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, we'll see how it all plays out, but it's certainly worth mentioning because it continues to take up my timeline. How old is he? 72?
Yes. 72, and she's 26, is it?
24.
24. That's just 48
Some
years.
talk that maybe they met when she was 19. Rams Jags at Wembley on October 19th. We had it here first this morning. Please let the people know and make sure they credit Scoop and what's Snoop?
Scoop is you said you were snooping, and I said you were scooping, so it's Snoop Scoop. We get a Snoop Scoop.
Yeah, the international series has been. They're announcing that. Okay, here's funny. This is the official announcement from the NFL. Okay, the international slate, and Friday, September 5th. The Chargers are going to Sao Paulo. The team that they'll play will be announced Wednesday. We've all told you it's the Chiefs, but we'll see. The Vikings are doing the back-to-backer in Dublin and then Hotspur. The Broncos Jets the following week in Hotspur. The Jags at historic Wembley Stadium, 9:30 a.m. Falcons Colts at Olympic Stadium in Berlin. And then your favorite, one of my favorite watering holes, Madrid, Spain.
Sure. You went to a Liga game there.
I went to no, La Liga in Valencia.
Oh,
but I have been to Madrid. I went to that museum in Madrid.
Well, just for future reference, anytime any city in Spain is referenced, you went to a soccer game there. If we could just be clear on that.
That's fair.
Well, you could tell that we were in Lisbon. Oh, yes, that's in Portugal where you saw the Liga game.
I went to Museo del Prado in Madrid. One of the worst experiences of my life. I know that
it's Martin Prado's home.
It doesn't speak well of me.
It's Martin Prado's home museum.
There were some unbelievable works there, but it all looked the same to me. It's not like going through the Mets Museum at Citi Field. I got more out of I'm a bad man. I got more out of going through the Mets Museum at Citi Field than I did the Museo del Prado in Madrid.
Oh gosh, I get more out of the I get more out of the Braves Museum inside the stadium than I do any museum. Although I will say this,
that would be a roll.
As I say to the kids, certain things they're going to try and tell you are classic or fun or you need them for culture.
Yeah,
it's all a bunch of baloney. They're just trying to nerd you up and make you do things you don't want to do. There is no value in the opera. There's no value in the ballet.
No, come on.
Never go to the symphony. Just stop it.
Oh, I like those.
Go to the movies, kids. We're going to draw the line and go into the museum. Museums are cool, kids. Yeah, they can take you to the museum, but
Different strokes for different folks.
Don't make them take you to the ballet and tell you that somehow is interesting or fun. And no, it's not.
The Goya's 3rd of May, 1808 was a wonderful piece in the Prado. And The Garden of Earthly Delights by Bosch were two of my favorites.
Yeah, one of my favorite Bosch.
Yeah.
Sure. By the way,
I have a list here, 20 paintings you have to visit at the Museo del Prado in Madrid.
Yeah, and I wonder, too, if they don't kind of circulate in and out. So if you took another trip back, you could experience it all again with some new paintings.
Yeah. Top
Like, do they
12
keep
most
them
famous
there?
Prado museum. I think they're pretty much there.
I'm not gonna diss on museums. I would rather go to.
This was an art museum, by the way.
Yeah, I'm okay with an art museum. I would enjoy an art museum. Art museum. No, I'm okay with museums, but I will stand firm. And there are a lot. I would rather do the river run than go to the ballet.
Okay.
Yeah, I would rather.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah,
Different strokes for different
I
folks.
would rather mow the yard than go to the opera.
A Good Morning Football had Sandy Combs on the program today. You might ask me, Dan, who's Sandy Combs?
Dan, who's Sandy Combs?
She's the lady who was sitting next to Travis Hunter on the flight.
Oh, cool.
So they tracked her down. There's Sandy doing an interview in her car. I don't know if she's driving, but she's just talking about what a wonderful young man that Travis Hunter is.
Yeah, we talked about that story and how to me the most boss move of humility in that whole interchange was how she was discovering that he must be somebody, and she asked, the young man his name, and he said, "Yeah, ma'am, yes, ma'am, I'm Travis." That is like in such a low key yet powerful way. That's so humble.
Minnesota will become the first NFL team to play in back-to-back international games in different countries, facing the Steelers in Dublin and then moving on to London to play the Browns.
It's a longer trip to go from Kansas City to Dallas, for Pete's sake. I'm not going to make a ton about that one. Yeah, it is a different country, but it's, what about the Jags? We played in the U.S. one week and in England the next. Isn't that too? What is Dublin to London, by the way, in a flight? Like an hour? Like that's not very harsh.
Hold on.
Or maybe I'm just talking stupid, which is very possible. I've never been over there. Is they far away?
You're better.
Are Ireland and England far away?
Oh, you're right. 1 hour, 5 minutes.
Well, there you go. Thank you. I'm a blue question guy. You made me doubt myself.
I did. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot, though.
Let me
just read this, E.
Okay.
I'm going to leave this here for you guys to
I like it.
Ruminate on.
I like that.
I'm just going to read this leaked memo. League sources say NBA officials began nudging conversations between Dallas and Los Angeles as early as 2/24. At that time, the Mavericks were mediocre. Luka was visibly frustrated. The front office feared a future trade demand anyway. The Lakers, desperate, not for wins, but for marketable hope. Behind closed doors, a package was crafted. It didn't make sense on paper, but the call came from the top. Quote, make it happen. Luka Doncic to L.A. The return, future picks, expiring deals, a young prospect or two, nothing that screamed fair value for a generational MVP candidate. The deal was met with outrage across Twitter, X, but just like that, ratings shot up. Jersey sales surged, and NBA Twitter caught fire like it hadn't since the bubble. But here's the kicker. According to two insiders close to the Mavericks front office, Dallas didn't make that trade blindly. In private conversations, the NBA allegedly assured them, end quote, they'd be taken care of. One name, Cooper Flagg. I'm just leaving it here.
Who's reporting this?
I'm just leaving it here for you.
Give me a byline on this.
Did I make that up?
Drivel.
You saw me read it.
Who is reporting it?
Doesn't matter.
Who is it?
It doesn't matter.
What basement is Johnny Steal Mama's laptop?
I'm just leaving that here.
Where is the college freshman who is on daddy's phone plan posting made-up anonymous sources writing this? This is,
I'll continue because of Jeff's negativity. One former broadcast executive speaking off record put it bluntly.
Off record, yeah.
Quote, we were bleeding relevance.
Yeah.
The NFL had Sundays. The WNBA had momentum.
Yeah.
And the NBA, stale.
Yeah.
Enter the Lakers, or more accurately, Enter the league's golden goose in distress. The Lakers had missed the playoffs for 2 straight seasons. LeBron had finally started to slow down. AD was in and out of the lineup like a malfunctioning app. Crypto Arena had lost its buzz. The league needed a jolt, a revival, a messiah in purple and gold. The Luka plot. That's when the whispers began. The fix is in. Ladies and gentlemen, the fix is in. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Scandalous lies.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Some players have talent, others have heart. But tonight, I've seen players with talent who I didn't know had any.
1010XL.
And others with heart who I thought only had talent.
Where talent meets heart.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Come in, Linda. Over.
We got a sea of new vehicles and they're priced so low they're rocking the boat. Come check out our biggest selection of inventory with prices that don't break the bank and our wow ya experience that will ensure smooth sailing for your next car purchase. Plus, take advantage of our peace of mind warranties, transparent pricing to provide you with a peace of mind. You better beat the surge and head to the all-new Beaver Toyota or Chevrolet for the car buying experience you deserve.
Hey, imagine having a doctor to you available any day or any time. That's my doctor, Rick Townsend. He's gone into concierge medicine, and man, I love it. I got to tell you, I just had my yearly physical with Doc T. Because it's concierge medicine, he has a limited amount of patients. He's able to spend time with you. He's able to talk to you. He's able to find out how you're feeling. He's able to examine you. He also takes the results and calls you back. What doctors do that and spends time with you over the phone? It's really great, and I love it. And it's kind of like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. So here's what you do: whether you need yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, hospital follow-ups, Doc T basically does it all, man. And that's a great thing. You know, if you don't feel well, you go see him right away. You got questions? My PV Concierge has the answers. MyPVConcierge.com for all your concierge needs.
Guys, want a golf course fairway quality lawn? TopDressing.com just landed in Jacksonville with the golf course secret for St. Augustine grass homeowners. A patented process that aerates and turns your turf into a fairway stunner. Serious golf course technology, but in your yard. Less water, tighter cuts, total neighborhood domination. No one else scores a perfect 10 lawn. Hit TopDressing.com now. You will own the block. Top dress your yard like the pros with TopDressing.com.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. Did you know that mosquito bites could lead to heartworm for your dog or cat? When mosquitoes show up, pet parents want them gone. Terminix takes mosquitoes down fast, just like they did at my house for our pup. Terminix knows that pets are part of the family. They do what it takes to help protect them. When mosquitoes show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a mosquito problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TerMinix.com.
Discuss the beautiful game. The Coaches Show presented by Sporting Jacks. Cole Pepper, Sporting Jacks head of soccer Mark Warburton, and Sporting Jacks women's coach Stacey Baylor. Get an hour of soccer talk Tuesday evenings at 6 on 1010 a.m.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save 15% on roof replacements and repairs now through May 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Pizza to Tea here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch? From lunch to late night, only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Stick around after the sunset, and Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late night bites. Come on, somebody.
Cooking with Prisco.
These things are wonderful. You're going to love it. Have a rolling.
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
Mia here for my friends at Closets by Design. It's been a few months since they built my custom closet. Even my family is obsessed. And with Father's Day right around the corner, why not surprise Dad with his own custom garage workspace? Tool storage, workbenches, the whole works. Closets by Design creates custom solutions for every space, lifestyle, and budget. That includes Dad's. Call to schedule your free in-home consultation and receive 40% off plus an additional 15% off. Visit closetsbydesign.com.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here, guys. That's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner. They understand every facet of construction, keeps that project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early. That way they don't cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Jason, I don't see how a new air conditioner is going to work out for me.
Well, you like air conditioning, right?
Oh, yeah, totally. But a new air conditioner could be expensive.
Well, not if you...
I mean, to save up the money, I probably have to give up my extra hot skim latte every morning. Now I fall asleep during a staff meeting, get volunteered for the summer picnic committee, and end up sitting in the dunk tank all afternoon getting water up my nose.
Okay, look at it this way. Put on these sunglasses. Whoa. Bueller Air and Plumbing puts in a new AC. We hook you up with affordable financing, and you stay cool and comfortable for just $149 a month. Cool?
Cool. I see it now.
Life can be hard on your budget. If you suffer through the heat because of a broken AC you could totally afford to replace, you could visit.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about the fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I have a ton of respect for the NFL in terms of the marketing, the way they present things, but I'm going to tell you this right now. I think we're a little oversaturated with the schedule stuff.
Just like linking them in here or there.
Like
that
just does nothing to me. That Black Friday, there's too many of them.
Right.
They got so many of them. They throw all these at us. I'm like, I don't know. I can't remember.
If you're a fan,
if you ask me a week from now, hey, who's playing on Black Friday? I'm not going to know. Who's playing on? I don't know.
I'm a schedule guy. I will.
Okay.
Like I could tell you right now. I can tell you the Thursday night, the Friday after the season opener.
Who's playing in Madrid?
Well, you're asking me now who's in which cities. And by the way, I'm not saying the international game so much. I wasn't even listening today as those were announced.
Well, I mean, that's part of it.
But I haven't looked at them yet.
Yeah.
I'm saying once I do look at them for the first time and really listen, I know Minnesota's playing back-to-back in Dublin and in London, right?
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Dublin.
I know
only an hour flight.
The Colts are in Germany against who? The Jets, was it? The Bears? Who was it? Yeah, I wasn't listening.
That's fine.
But the Black Friday, you told me earlier, was Bears-Eagles, and that registered.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
The Friday after the opening week is the Chiefs and the Chargers. Christmas night is Chiefs and Broncos.
I've asked you to name the best receiving rooms, and I think Jacksonville has a real chance to be one of the best receiving rooms if, you know. But now I'm going to ask you who are the top three most expensive wide receiver rooms in 2025.
Okay.
And it kind of correlates.
Okay, I think I can get this. I think I know who the top three are.
Okay.
At least I'm just going to go. I think number one, because they both just got, is going to be Chase and Hickens.
Yeah, it's one. Cincinnati, $55 million.
Number two, I think 2 and 3. I don't know which is which, but I bet you the answer. It's a good endorsement for Alabama football, I suppose. But I would say that Tyreek and Waddle are one of those two, and that A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are the other.
Oh, good guesses, but incorrect.
Both incorrect?
Both incorrect.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I think one of them you'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Well, the other one is a shocker.
Well, I mean, you got to look at who's making. I mean, Justin Jefferson.
Miami, by the way, is 4th.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
But Philadelphia is 11th.
Well, I thought that Devontae, didn't they both get $100 million? Wow, that shocks me.
I don't think Devontae's gotten that deal.
I think he did. He got $106 million, but maybe it's like. I thought he did.
Maybe it was an extension.
Devontae won the Heisman in like 19, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he had got like a 75. I don't know.
All right. Well, anyway,
I thought they paid him.
Would you like to reload and guess again?
3 years, $75 million. So he gets paid good, but he just doesn't. It's not long enough to. Yeah, I would like to guess again. Let me see here. Have we had a ET? Have we had a? Have we had a receiver?
Extended, but...
Have we had a receiver go? No, it just isn't tight. Tight ends don't count.
Okay.
We're on receiving here. That's what he told me. He said me receiving tandem.
I said receiving tandem.
Yeah. All right. How about
one will shock you.
I mean, how about CeeDee Lamb and Pickens? I don't.
Pickens didn't get no bread.
I know. I'm thinking of these guys that got the big, like Amon-Ra and Jamison Williams.
Nope.
I'm thinking of the guys that got the big, the big money deal.
This guy, one of this receivers just signed his deal, a new deal, and he's been
Nico
up for
Collins.
Nope, he's been up for free agency a bunch of times. I'll just tell you, Tampa Bay.
Oh, those two, Evans and Godwin.
Yeah. Okay. But the third one, bad cap management. The Tennessee Titans.
I don't even know who the receivers are.
Yeah,
Ridley and who?
Lockett, Van Jefferson, and...
Oh, so they're going beyond the two. I was thinking in terms of tandems, too.
Yeah.
They cannot. You're telling me that's a top 3 paid?
Most expensive wide receiver room, $45.5 million. That's what it says.
And who is it? Ridley,
Lockett, Van Jefferson.
Van Jefferson, who was with the Steelers at the end of last year.
Yeah,
God, that's terrible, dude.
That's bad.
God, 2 old guys and a slow guy.
Yeah.
Not how you get good in the passing game. 2 olds and a slow. Oof.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I thought that was...
well done.
Yeah. So anyway, just checking that out, and we shall see. All right, NBA playoffs. Look, great win for the Knicks. Have not heard yet about the severity of Jason Tatum's injury. He was having
he tore his Achilles.
I don't know. There was another guy who said that because they say, and I don't know this, but they say the kind of agony he was in was not conducive to an Achilles tear.
They didn't see E.T. wailing on that ground at the pickleball. To each his own, man.
But then again, Kobe, he shot a free throw.
In fairness, and I don't think it's...
I think the initial hurts a lot, but he stayed in like agony.
My man, he better...
And it might have been the fact. It might have been the emotion of, I tore my Achilles.
Well,
I don't know.
All I know is tears flowed from a billion-dollar pro athlete. He better be really hurt.
Yeah.
You cry like that on the way out. Damn now, you better not be day to day.
Yeah. If he comes out day to day. No.
I think he tore that Achilles, so it looked like to me. And the Celtics go down, and the Knicks are going to win and go to the final. And there you get...
by the way, we'd have home court.
By the way, didn't Cleveland another one of those that walloped you all year?
Yeah, we didn't beat either of them.
Yeah, Boston beat them 4-0. Cleveland beat them 3-0, and now you don't play.
OKC also.
Yeah.
We didn't beat any of them.
Maybe you'll miss them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the narrative on the Knicks. They were really good at beating up the teams they should, but they couldn't beat any. They were the Braves. The Knicks were the Braves.
Oh, dear. I don't like
that.
that.
That's what I need in the postseason.
Ooh.
I'll take a couple of wins, a couple of series wins to be nice.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's, the Celtics are on the ropes. And
Celtics are done with no Tatum, I would think.
Yeah.
They can't win 3 in a row. They're getting, and by the way, they got the choke virus has completely infected them. You can't lead 14 points in the third every game and be 1-3. You can't.
Yeah, that's not good.
So, they've had huge 14-point leads into the third quarter of every single game in this series, and they're 1-3. That's just choking, man. And now with no Tatum, they're screwed.
Every day, and we got to make sure
you're shuffling.
Yeah, not say it every day, but man, oh man, I'll tell you what. Every day I see numbers from Aaron Judge. I mean, this guy is unbelievable, Jeffrey. What he's accomplishing on the baseball field. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this guy.
He's having an incredible. He's had another 4-hit game.
But it's like it's not
he's
just
had as many
this year.
This year. He's had his whole career.
If you go back for the year, you know what he's hitting right now? 414. I mean, we're middle of May. That's a quarter of the season is over.
I also saw he had 2 4-hit games in his career before this year, and he's had 2 this year or 3, whatever the number is.
He's got 14 home runs, leads baseball. He's got 40 RBI, leads baseball. He's got 65 hits, leads baseball. I mean, he's and if you go over a 162 game period, he's like 63 or 64 home runs, 107.
We were doing that marker a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, so very impressive. Very impressive.
And in fact, I was a bit surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I got to be honest, like the baseball interest got knocked out of me just a little bit with the Braves' terribly slow start. I know the Yankees have won a couple in a row, but I was a little bit surprised when I looked at them a week ago that their record wasn't better. Because I knew Judge was playing great.
Yeah.
I knew Fried was unhittable. I expected to see the Yankees with the best record in baseball, and while they are, and again, they've won a couple in a row.
They lost another guy to an injury last night. Osvaldo Cabrera snapped his leg sliding home. So.
Yeah, I saw that. But that East, which has been really tough, the Orioles are just on the struggle bus. Man, there were those in the preseason that were predicting the Orioles were going down some, and I didn't understand why. And here they are in last in the East and not even close.
Yeah, they are.
What is it? The pitching's been terrible.
Yeah.
Charlie Morton, by the way, that's one that was the right one to let it go.
Yeah.
He's been awful.
But here's the problem with the Orioles. All these, another problem, I don't know if it's the only problem, but all these cats that they picked high, they're not, the only guy is Gunnar.
Gunner's,
really? Like, I just remember some of these names and they kept bringing these guys up, and it's like, the Holiday kid, right? Has he done anything yet? Now he's so young. I mean, I'm not giving up on him. I'm just saying
19, but
but they're not.
It's the what's the guy's name? The catcher,
Rutschman, Adley Rutschman.
Yeah, he was supposed to be.
Well, Jackson Holiday was the number 1 overall pick. He's hitting 264 with 4 home runs. Big deal. Man, Gunnar Henderson's hitting 264 with 5 homers and 9 RBI. Ugh. Adley Rutschman's hitting 203. Kierstad, 206. Westberg, another guy.
Yeah, Westberg is another one.
Isn't Kobe Mayo? Isn't that a name that wasn't he? No,
I don't
not
remember
necessarily.
that as much as Westberg. I remember what you got that center fielder. What's his name? He's
Cedric Mullins.
Yeah, he's starting to age a little bit, but he's still
29.
young. What's he? He's not.
Yeah.
Oh, that's part of your young nucleus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gave me a bunch of reasons why there.
So that's part of the problem. I mean, the pitching has been terrible, but
they are hitting like the Braves, but the Braves are pitching better, so that's keeping them more around 500. The Braves' batting averages are real similar to what you just.
What about the Colton Cowser kid? Is he still with? I mean, so I don't know the Orioles.
I have a question for you, and then we'll go to break and come back, and you guys can get as nasty and filthy as you want, I suppose.
Okay. I'm going to ship my pants in the break.
Do you like your manager?
I love him.
Would you keep him he would keep him number 1 over any manager in baseball?
I'm very happy.
Okay, and which is fine. I would expect the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
If your manager retired today, you could have any manager in the majors. Who would it be? Because I have the answer.
One came to mind immediately, but can I look at the teams real quick?
Sure. No, take a second to look. I think the one that came to mind immediately, at least I'm assuming, would be the Diamondbacks manager. Or is that not it?
No. Tony Lavello?
Oh, no, I'm not sorry. The Rangers manager.
Yeah,
right.
Bruce Bochy's the one who came to mind immediately.
Now, the Rangers won that World Series?
Rangers.
Or the Diamondbacks won
Rangers
it? The Rangers won it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bochy won, and he won more than one with San Francisco, so that's a really good one.
Yeah.
That's a good that could be a winner. That could be a winning answer.
I know you're.
It's not my answer.
I know who.
Yeah, I'm done. I mean, I now have my answer.
You've gotten on him about a week ago.
I don't see how you can. I don't see.
Talking about Hinch?
Yes. This dude went to the Jaguars of Major League Baseball.
Uh-huh.
He went to a Detroit team that lost 100 games every stinking year.
Yeah.
And in last year, in his first year, took them to the postseason. They were supposed to come back this year, and they were supposed to, be on the rescinding a little bit. And here they are, 27-15. What he's doing with Scooble, what he's doing with some of those guys, and I would take when Snicker steps down, or is told he'll be fired if he doesn't at the end of this year. I'd love to go get Hinch. Of course, our cheapskates wouldn't, they'll give me my AA pitching coach.
I like a couple other skippers that I like.
Yeah.
Tito, obviously. I really like Tito. And I like Cora in Boston.
Doesn't it seem, I will say this, and when we're talking about the specific sport, it makes us want to say in this sport.
Right.
But really, in professional sports, there really are 3 or 4 coaches at a time, all the time, that no matter where you put them, their team is going to win.
Okay. I like that.
There just are. Like, you could go to the NBA. There are certain coaches, no matter where you put them, they're going to get their team. They're going to go to a team that won 24. They're going to be 50-32 in 2 years. The same thing in the NFL. There are certain coaches like Mike Holmgren or Andy Reid or certain guys, if they go somewhere, you're going to get better and they're going to win. It doesn't happen as often as it does. NBA, same way, right? You put a certain coach on and he's going to win.
Now, a couple things. Hinch grew with Houston. He got there and they were good, but not great. And then he got the 101, the 103, and the 107.
And a title.
And won a World Series, lost ALCS, and lost a World Series.
Yeah.
Lost a World Series to Washington, where every home game the team lost.
That was weird.
Incredible. And then he went to Detroit, where they won 77, 66, 78. And last year, 86. This year,
I would have thought last year was his first or second year there. But it does show. 5th year. But it does show good for that. What a good manager he is.
All right, we'll take a break. Make the turn for home next year on The Drill.
The Drill
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
We got a great show for you today.
Join the 1010XL Podcast Network.
A big show.
Now you can find all your favorite 1010XL podcasts in your platform of choice.
A king-size show.
Frank Frangie here. For 3 generations, Nimnik has been the place customers keep coming back to, treating you right, giving the most back to our community, more choices and better prices for you. So who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Well, the answer is simple. Nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnik's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik is there for you even on Sundays. Nimnik Buick GMC understands that weekends might be the only time you have available, and that's why they're open on Saturdays from 9 to 7 and Sundays from 11 to 5. Visit their showroom off Phillips Highway or shop online 24/7 at nimnikbuickgmc.com. That's nimnikbuickgmc.com. Head to Nimnik today. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Zero Res. Man, the cleaning freaks do an awesome job at your house. They've done it for me numerous times. The house looks better, smells better, feels better. Zero Res will handle any surface you can throw at them. Carpets, tile and grout, hardwood, laminate, stone, upholstery, rugs, air ducts. They got it all, man. And this month, we call it May Mayhem around here. Get Zero Resified from Jacksonville's #1 carpet and air duct cleaner. And here's May Mayhem. 3-room special starting at $149, plus 4th room is free. Plus, you can take 20% off your air duct cleaning. Listen, you owe it to yourself and your family to breathe healthy, happy, and clean. Call Zero Res right now, 287-5727. Or you can go online, ZeroResJacksonville.com. So easy. Tell me you want the 1010 special, the Hicken special, whatever it is. Zero Res, I know this. You spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
As a Florida homeowner, you're no stranger to mosquito problems. And although it's tempting to use DIY methods to get rid of them, mosquitoes are relentless. That's why it's important to enlist the help of the mosquito experts at Florida Pest Control. At Florida Pest Control, we offer specialized treatment solutions that are effective against mosquito infestations and are committed to keeping our customers protected year-round. For your free quote, give us a call or visit flapest.com today. Florida Pest Control, your local mosquito control experts.
Well, Trina, now you're in charge of ordering food for the office, so meet my mountain of menus.
So, this should be easy.
Easy as pie. You know the mathematical constant for a circle circumference to diameter ratio, pi? It's super complicated.
In that case, I'll be using Easy Gator. It's got everything on one simple platform. Tons of restaurants, dietary preferences, even digital receipts.
But my mountain of menus.
How about I order us some pie?
Easy Cater, the easy way to get food for work.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Hi, I'm Karen, owner of Clay Solar Installation Partners, your local woman-owned solar company. Did you hear? JEA is raising rates again. With summer right around the corner, those power bills are only going to go up. But with solar, you can take control of energy costs and say goodbye to rising rates. At Clay Solar, we make switching easy and affordable. Stop paying more for power and own it. Visit claysolar.com to schedule a consultation today.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On May 13, 2007, at the PGA Players Championship at Sawgrass, Phil Mickelson secured the victory, winning his first Players Championship title.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece. Premium flooring. Take our advice. Home business, affordable price. Driveways, pool decks, garage doors, beautiful patios, and more to explore. Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Mike Dempsey here. Look, you know, it's been 10 years that I've been vouching for my guys at Dandy Boots, and for a decade, I'm proud of my association with a local family business. They make a great product. I've made no secret that I was a customer long before Dandy ever came on board on 1010XL. But I'm thinking I'm due a little Dandy swag, maybe a little love. How about a Dandy t-shirt, a ball cap? So how about it, Thompson family? What do you got going on over there? In the meantime, I'm going to keep eating those delicious tuna salad sandwiches. So guys, keep helping me out and grab a Dandy sandwich today.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
And welcome back to another episode of Potty Talk with our current champion. So what's your secret to your perfect plumbing proficiency?
It's simple, really. Roland Reach Plumbing is always the right answer.
Roland Reach Plumbing, 260-7059.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
I want to apologize. I did Davey Roberts a disservice. He is probably the winningest percentage-wise manager in the history of the game with anybody with like 100 wins.
We talked about him off air.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Dave Roberts at the Dodgers.
That's
I mean, obviously he's on a great team, but he's been there for a while. He has 878 career wins, only 521 losses. Any manager who's like, that's a 628. If you're over, like Bruce Bochy's under 500 all time.
That surprises me.
Yeah. So it's like 3 or 4 games, but it's not much. But I mean, the best manager not named Davey Roberts would be Joe McCarthy, who managed the Yankees all those years, 26-50. He had a 609 winning percentage. So, yeah, Davey Roberts, I need to cool down on him because I'm hell of a skipper.
I'm cooling down on one of the most volatile, dangerous for the high seeds NBA playoffs I can remember. And shame on you choking little puppy dogs like the Celtics and the Rockets and the Cavs. What a bunch of chokers y'all are. You play 82 games all year long to establish this home court advantage and this one chance to get a title. The only thing that really matters in your ridiculously long season to sport. And you get to winning time. And then this is where we find out who the dogs are and who the puppies are. And all you little Cav puppies and Celtic puppies and Rocket puppies who've already run up underneath the porch. I find one dog who's still acting like a dog in Oklahoma City. I mean, the rest of the Cavs and Knicks are about to win.
Mm-hmm.
What are they? I mean, not the Cavs, the Pacers and Knicks. So that's 4 and 5 or 4 and 6. What are the seeds there?
We were 3.
Oh, you were 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're probably a 5.
Yeah.
And then out west, Oklahoma City's going to advance, but Minnesota was what, a 6?
Minnesota.
Yeah, they beat the Lakers were a 3. Minnesota is a 6. Looks like they're going to make it to the finals. So, yeah, nice job for all you guys that put in these great regular seasons to give yourself the best chance to win at the only time that matters. All due respect to the NBA Cup, and you blew it. And what a choke along the way.
Well, good.
And by the way, Denver could still beat Oklahoma City. I mean, we're giving them the pass in, but that one's 2-2. The rest of these series are 3-1, all 3 of them.
Saw this tweet. Can't wait for Ace Bailey to miss the first 3 months of the Sixers season with a condition modern medicine wiped out in 1927.
You hit on you brought up Ace Bailey, and it made me. You were talking about you give a lot of respect or this, that, or the other. Respect to the Florida basketball program. Here's why.
Mm-hmm.
Florida's players, when they get to these combines and these measurement scenarios, in some cases they're bigger than Florida had them. Like when they show up, Walter Clayton's not suddenly only 6 feet or 6'1".
Yeah.
Chinyelu ends up taller and with longer arms. Condon is a legitimate 7 feet. But I saw where the Ace Bailey, who Rutgers listed 6'10" his whole career, showed up and got measured. He's 6'7.5". I mean, have you really you've done a disservice to your guy, haven't you? Is he still the number 3 prospect if he's 6'7.5"? And I don't understand how Rutgers coach has a job. You have 2 dudes in the top 5 of the mock draft, and they didn't even go 500.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like you get 3 intramural player. And I watched some Rutgers. Those guys don't look that good to me. I'll take Clayton, man. Of course, I got a lot more eyeballs on him, at least from my time invested.
You want to see what's trending?
Let's do that.
Brought to you by our friend Dr. Rick Townsend, mypvconcierge.com for all your concierge medicine needs. He has the top 5 trending things in the world right now. He's got them at his fingertips. And take
Number
it away.
5.
Oh, boy, that Amazon strikes again.
What'd they do now?
Oh, well, there was an 8-year-old boy. Well, and he's obviously a giver. He loves to gift his friends, people around him.
Yeah.
He was playing on his mom's phone, and he accidentally, I say accidentally in air quotes, ordered 70,000 dum-dums.
The lollipops?
Of lollipops.
Those things are too little. Never liked the dum-dums. They're too tiny.
Yeah, they are small.
They're too small, man. Come on, dum-dum.
Can't just eat one of them.
Give us some, and they're a pain to eat. They're so little. Stop it, dum-dum.
He
Make it
ordered
real
70,000, and it came in 22 cases. Basically, it was $4,000.
Wonder how much. You got 70,000 for 4,000.
Yeah, and so basically, and then the mom, obviously she was caught off guard when 22 cases arrived at her front porch. And normally, Amazon is good about returns, but the lady the young lady has had to jump through loopholes to get her money back. Normally, Amazon will, refund you or do a return or exchange, whatever it is. And what's crazy is it was really 30 cases that was ordered, but only 22 has arrived.
So they knew. They just they're going to do enough that they can charge them.
No, and so she went to the post office. She's like, hey, I want my other 8 cases. And she said that they were scanned in there and everything. So somebody took her stuff.
Oh, dear.
Poor lady. But so she's going through some loopholes. But I think Amazon they're going to right that. Amazon, do the right thing.
Can you get me right?
Let me get you right.
Number 4.
I'll just read the headline here. And
ooh, I like it.
I'll kind of leave it at that. We know too much. Halle Berry ending her Mother's Day.
Oh, man. I saw that. I was like, what's she going through?
Halle Berry ending her Mother's Day by promoting
what is she promoting there?
Lube in bed before getting it on with her boyfriend Van Hunt.
Oh, man.
Whose brother Mike filmed the episode.
Mike filmed it. I just don't know. Van had to lay there.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's like the need for attention from people who have so much money and attention is baffling. Is there no modesty left?
No.
Why do Oscar winning actresses feel the need to let the whole world know they're going to lube up and get it on?
And
what are we doing?
When I saw Halle Berry doing that, I was like, what is going on
By the
right
way,
now?
did you see what Halle wore to the old, whatever they
The
call
Met
that
Gala,
thing?
get
Did
it
you
right.
see?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Not much.
Nothing. She was, down low.
I saw what she wore at Monsters Ball.
Well, I'm telling you, she had a dress. She had a dress that had a slit. She had a dress with a slit that was meant to cover her front.
Oh, man, heads to Google.
But there's nothing. Yeah. It's amazing, man.
Number 3.
It's the Google.
I mean, we're one step short of Oscar actresses going on OnlyFans just for a little bit more attention.
Well, that ain't too bad. Her outfit at Monsters Ball was better. Number 3, Michael Jordan. This one kind of caught me off guard. Michael Jordan to join the cast at NBC as a special contributor during the upcoming season.
I'm thinking once a week.
He's going to be talking so much crap. Oh, these players are soft. This and oh yeah, I can see it already.
That'd be a good Saturday Night Live skit. He ain't as good as me. Next.
He's not a Hall of Famer yet.
Nice play by Giannis here, Mike. Nah, he ain't as good as me.
He's not a Hall of Famer. Oh.
Number 3.
This week's
Number
top
2.
5. Oh, wait, my bad.
Number 2.
This week's top 5 Netflix series, gentlemen.
Okay.
I'm going to see if y'all know of any of these.
Okay.
At number 5, I got Ransom Canyon.
Wife watched it, don't know.
Ransom Canyon, yeah, I know it.
Blood of Zeus.
Nope.
These are series, aren't they?
Yes.
What's the category? I'm sorry.
Netflix. Top 5.
Oh, top
Netflix
5.
Series.
Current,
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I've heard. I've heard of all these because I just
Number 3 is
glaze
You.
over them. You is like the 4th or 5th season. That's the stalker, obsessed guy who's a murderer and a therapist.
Number 2 is Forever.
Nope.
The what is Forever?
Forever.
Yeah. Or as I call it, Never.
And number 1 is The Four Seasons.
Yeah, I watched that. That was good.
I
watched that.
Yeah, Hicken said he watched that one.
That was good.
That's what Netflix has to offer.
Number 1.
And right now, the number 1 trending topic, well, here in Jacksonville, your Jacksonville Jaguars made it official. Now, your Jaguars will be playing in London one time, and they will be facing the LA Rams.
Yeah. People fall on different sides. Truth is, it probably doesn't matter one way or the other. I personally like playing the better teams in London, so give them one more hardship to overcome because it seems like every time we line up against a good team here in town the last 2 or 3 years, they beat the hell out of us, and it's even more demoralizing. So we're gonna get the hell beat out of us. Let's get it beat out of us in London.
No. All right, play us out of here, E.
Now, the 2-minute drill. Serviced by Cool Cats Heating and Cooling. Locally owned and operated. We're your neighbors. CoolCatsJacks.com.
The coolest cats in town.
Yeah. Hello, Tony. Good morning. What's cooking on a Super Tuesday with Jaguars today?
Yeah. Well, our question of the day is we have our Tuesday top 5s. And our top 5 this week, what are your top 5 reasons for optimism for the 2025?
Okay.
Jacksonville Jaguars will obviously, talk a little bit about the London game has been announced. We know we'll get the whole schedule tomorrow night for the team. But we know, I'm curious to see if they have any other, kind of prime time kind of games, maybe Thursday night, whatever that's going to look like for this football team. If there's
You're
any
going to tell him, Scoop Snoop? You're going to tell him what you know?
I don't know.
We'll see. If there's any room left on the schedule for anyone in prime time after the Eagles take every open window.
Between them and the Chiefs.
Yeah. Good point.
That was I just kept opening Twitter yesterday. I was like,
Eagles.
the Eagles.
Eagles.
Are they playing, 4-5?
Yeah.
Something like that have already been announced for them in prime time next year.
Black
That's fine. They're
Friday
the Super Bowl champ.
The one thing now is it doesn't hurt as much as it used to because now you get to almost everywhere in the country technologically. You can see your team if you want to.
Sure.
Back in the day, you were prisoner to whatever the network showed you, and so it mattered more who the favorite teams were then in the primetime games.
With my brothers On Sunday morning, I would have a fight with my brother because he wanted to watch a movie that he's seen 500 times.
Right.
Again, I was like, it's Sunday morning. There's only one game on. Can I watch the one game that's on? It's like, you can watch whatever you want to tomorrow. Can I watch the one game? And then you'd get the update every 20 minutes on the bottom line of the other NFL scores.
And there was no internet to tell you what the scores were.
And you better believe you were tuned in to NFL primetime that night.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't see anything that happened.
I can remember watching games when I was a kid during the day and sitting and watching some game going on that I didn't care about and have to wait for 10 or 15 minutes for the scores to flash up from the other games.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have a great show.
Thank you.
Mike and Tony getting ready to kick it on Jaguars today. Our job is done. We're back for Hump Day Wednesday.
It's been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday downtown, family run and operated for over 100 years. It's Catlin Truck